I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch.
Hello, it's morning in America. That's not true. It's 3 p.m.
It's not true.
We're recording
It's
late.
the one time it isn't morning in America.
Any other day, any other week, I could have said that. Welcome to the Pro Crastinators podcast. We're back for some reason. Okay. What's up?
Well, it's
OblivionFall's here. Hello.
OblivionFall is here.
Hello. I'm back-ish. I was away for a while.
Were you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything.
Away from the podcast or away from something
Away
else?
from being able to record anything, whether it be PCP or Drawcast or anything else. Because I was helping Kai recover from his top surgery because he got it.
Right.
Yes.
All right, that happened. Well, I didn't know that was happening, but makes sense. Well, how is he feeling? Good?
He's feeling okay.
Cool.
He's mostly got all his functions back. He just can't lift his arms over his head for a while. Maybe a couple more months he'll be a fully functional human again.
I can only imagine, but it probably hurts. I would guess.
Well,
they take a samurai sword to it and just go.
Just slice the titties right off.
One single. It's an EI motion.
Jesus, God, I don't want to. Yeah. Yikes.
And his blood is spurts. It goes everywhere. All over the floor, out the window.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a good look at it. I think I walked past the titty bin when the surgeon was letting me check up on him afterwards.
Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious?
Well, there was just a bin that had like some bloodstains around it. I didn't peek inside.
What do you mean a bin? Oh God, no!
No, it's not like the kind of bin you have in your house. It's like
I know.
It was like on wheels. It was made out of some like sturdy looking plastic. It was like a mobile contraption. It was just in the hallway next to the room where the surgery had taken place.
I would not want to see that.
What do you expect? They were going to put it in jars?
Look, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to see that. I don't know.
Well, I didn't
dissolve
see
your breasts in a jar.
You dissolve it in acid, same as you do with people that assassinate
people
presidents.
Same as you do to people in Breaking Bad when you kill them. That was a topic last week. Damn.
Did that happen? Who did they dissolve in acid?
They dissolved a bunch of people. They dissolved Crazy 8, and that other guy.
Oh, in the bathtub. Right.
In the bathtub. Then they dissolve some other
Victor
guy. Oh, the Victor, who was like Gus's guy. Gus slices him across the throat, and they do that. Then there was that time the boy got shot by what's his face when they were doing the train robbery. And they had to put him in acid.
I think the character's called Todd.
So it goes.
Todd in the shadows.
Todd was a freak. He was an incel. You could that's the most dangerous villain of all.
He was. I mean, yes, he was not good with women. He's very awkward, but he's scary because he's like actual psycho behavior. He doesn't have any like sense of remorse or like sadness when killing happens. He's just like, yeah, I killed him. I mean, like it's no emotion comes through.
It's like whoopsie.
It's not even whoopsie. He just doesn't think much of it. And then like when he like locks up Jesse as like a slave to make meth for them. He's just like, he acts as if Jesse is one of his friends.
He's like, hey, little buddy.
But he's like still like keeping him as a slave.
Hey, little buddy whom I tortured. How you doing?
Yeah. How you doing, bucko?
How was he doing?
I don't know.
Not good.
Oh, that's too bad.
Todd shot.
At least he can lift his hands over his head. At least he didn't have his chest severed with a samurai sword.
At least he's not forced to sleep on his back for a month and a half, possibly 2 months.
Yeah, so he should
count
as
sleeping on your back.
I
can't.
I mean, imagine. If
a lot of people do that. I don't
sleep on your front.
If you got butt surgery and you have to sleep face down, that's fine. I should get that because I'm already doing what you need to do to deal with it.
So sleeping face down is what you do when you're dead, because then you don't have to breathe.
Face down?
Yeah, sleeping on your face.
I find it very difficult to sleep face down.
I can only sleep on my side. I can't sleep on front or back.
I used to sleep on my side. Now I sleep face down always.
I don't even. How does it work?
Where does your nose go?
I mean, I don't know. I have like a pillow in my head.
Like your head turned to the side? Are you straining your neck?
No. I keep my face directly straight forward, like directly nose pointed towards the core of the earth into the pillow. I turn my head to the side. I keep my arms up crossed, head on the arms, head to one side.
Huh?
Sometimes my neck hurts, but not usually.
What do you mean arms up?
How are you?
As in my arms like above.
Oh, like above. Yeah, I get
like
it.
forward, like I'm laying on my front. I was thinking like
you were crossing them backwards over your back.
No,
like behind your back.
Arms up from my downwards, sideways laying orientation. If you understand.
But like, if you're sleeping on your stomach, where do your giant titties go? Do you have like holes cut out in the bed?
That's a secret that I will take to my grave.
Darn.
Maybe we should get New. Maybe we should get New to draw a comic about that.
not subtle at all. I would like to see a new comic.
That
true.
That would be cool.
I guess
I was
we can't.
Inspired by New. I drew Gib with giant titties a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
When was that?
It was a birthday gift.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one.
It turned into a birthday gift, I think. You were planning to do it anyway, but it was great.
I started drawing it, and I was like slow, because, okay, so like when Kai was recovering, he took my bed, and the futon that he was sleeping on, we just put in the closet, and I've been sleeping in the living room, I guess, to give him space. But for the first week, he couldn't like leave the bed at all, except to like use the bathroom, I guess. So I was using his computer in our room and just putting on like long YouTube videos to help him sleep, because he was like, he had a lot of pain medication, and he was just kind of sleeping for like most of the first week. And the plan was to use his Cintiq and draw a little bit, but it was hard because the Cintiq is clunky. Cintiqs are not as good as XP pens in my experience, having used both of them now. But I wanted to draw like for the whole like couple weeks I'd be looking after him. I only got a little bit of drawing done, and one of them was drawing a Gib, and it was taking a long time because I was distracted by a bunch of things. But then I found out, oh, Gib's birthday tomorrow, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't. I don't know if I can finish that in time, but I'll try and get it done soon. And then I did a couple days later.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I can. We can't exactly. We'll have to like censor it because there's some nudity, but I can post here. I haven't posted it anywhere outside of Big Boobie Mommy Milkers yet.
Oh,
that's the place for it.
That is the place.
That's the early access
it's
to
the place
boob.
to be.
Oh, and I guess my Patreon Discord saw it too, but I'll just drop that into the chat.
Well, there they are.
Yep.
What do you draw in? Program.
I use Clip Studio Paint.
I also use Clip Studio Paint. I got frustrated with it. I got mad at it this week.
What did it do to you this week, Ben?
What did I need? I needed to. Oh yeah, I was working on. I'm trying to finalize the like print files for the Slime and Punishment book, and I needed to adjust the greens. I needed to adjust my colors to account to minimize the damage that converting from RGB to CMYK.
Yeah.
So I'm trying.
Green is very hard to print for some reason.
I remember.
So I'm trying to like, reduce the harm that will be done. And to do that, I'm trying to, I wanted to make a layer that would basically apply a filter only to areas that were green, right? I wanted to, maybe shift the hue into more of the yellow to make it a little easier to print, or maybe just brighten them to account for the loss of saturation or something like that. And it was just impossible to do it in Clip Studio Paint. It just doesn't have what it takes. I couldn't even
oh yeah, that's more of a Photoshop thing.
Yeah, I ended up having to use Photoshop. I ended up having to use Photoshop, and then once I gave up on Clip Studio and I went to Photoshop, I found how to do it in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, it's literally just a button I can hit.
Well, that's just Clip Studio is for art, and it was Photoshop is for image manipulation in general.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot of people draw in Photoshop.
It's funny, I think Photoshop... Weird. A lot of people got into Photoshop as a drawing tool, not really thinking to use it as an image manipulation thing, because it was like, this is really good for all these things, all these tools. But actual drawing programs are much more limited on all that extra stuff. So you sort of, if you started with Photoshop, it seems like all these other programs are missing something.
I tried to...
actually not true.
I started out thinking I could do it. I was like, okay, I'll take the layer, I'll duplicate it, and then I will, use the color curve tools to take away all the blue and the red and leave only the green. And that gave me a layer, but it, like, the whites still became... It kept the whites, and I was like, okay, but I want to get rid of the whites. I only want to keep the things that are green and not anything else. So then I did that, and then I did it again, but I took away the green, so I was left with something that was only blue and red, and then I subtracted that purple layer from the green layer to get one that was all the greens and nothing that was not specifically green, and then I had sort of a map layer of the original image, and I was like, okay, now I want to use this sort of brightness map as a mask for an adjustment layer to change hue and brightness, and you can't do it. You can't copy paste an image to be a mask layer for a color adjustment layer. The only thing you can do to the mask for that is just draw directly, erase areas with an eraser tool. And that
sounds so convoluted.
Yeah.
In After Effects, you could just literally use the Luma key, select the green like a green screen, but instead of removing it, you use that to create a mask where you can have a more brightly saturated green, or where you could just apply hue filters and shit to the green parts to make them stand out more. And you can do that in a couple layers.
In Photoshop, there's literally, I couldn't believe it. All you had to do was make a hue adjustment layer, and there's just a button in the layer panel that's you can select where on the color spectrum you want it to specifically apply to. It's literally just there's a button for it. You don't have to do anything. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So that was neat, I guess. I was glad that I gave up on Clip Studio Paint quickly.
Well, for that specific task, yeah.
I was a little intimidated by Photoshop. I haven't really used it that much, and I find it kind of a hassle. And sometimes it has trouble launching on my computer for some reason because I have a pirated copy. I didn't pay for it.
I have a paid for copy, and I can confirm it's slow as fuck. My biggest issue with Photoshop
there's funny things you can do with caching things and stuff to make it run quicker. I don't know. There's tutorials. I had similar problems. I had to look into how to make Photoshop boot up quicker. And there are some things you can do.
But it worked out. It worked out fine. I was
even
pretty good.
If it boots up quickly, I'm still going to be annoyed. Photoshop is just filled with a bunch of little annoying things that just make me pull my hair out. The workflow, especially for art, the workflow in Clip Studio is a lot faster Like messing with layers and stuff like that is just a lot quicker and easier and more intuitive, I feel. But Photoshop has one glitch that is the worst fucking thing in the world. Like, let's say like you click on a layer and you click on the opacity and you want to change it from like 100 to 50, and then you go to click out. The opacity button will stay selected, like no matter what you do. And then I'll like try to like go to some other box to change a brush size, and I type in 20 for brush size. And even though I clicked on the brush size box, it'll change the opacity to 20 instead. And I can't like deselect opacity, or if I'm trying to change the zoom, because in Clip Studio you can just like I just have a wheel on my tablet that lets me zoom in and out. That doesn't work on Photoshop. So I have to type in the zoom level manually, and when I go to type it in, it just changes the opacity layer or the text font size layer or whatever. Like any box where you type in a number, it won't let you deselect it for some reason, and you have to like try clicking out of it like 20 times before it works. And I fucking hate it. It's been like this for the last couple of updates, and it's annoying. I scream when I use Photoshop. It sucks.
I like Photoshop for doing like Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff style, like Photoshop fuckery.
No, I'm
just
sure.
messing things up, and like if as it looks bad on purpose. It's the perfect program for that. It looks bad in ways you couldn't even imagine that things could look bad.
Looks bad in ways you couldn't imagine. New ways to ruin art. Very nice. Very good.
It's true.
So I'm trying to look for.
It's
huh?
I got a thing to say.
Oh.
It's not that big of a thing, but it's.
Is it like that? Is it like that Misfits song? Shit, is there a song by the Misfits that goes like, "I got something to say, I raped your mother today"? I'm pretty sure that's
that.
I'm pretty sure that's a song. Okay.
It's not that. It's there's heat wave time in the UK. Today it reached like 30 degrees, which is like 87 or 86 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, though, it's gonna go predicted to go to 41 degrees, which is 106 Fahrenheit.
Oof. That's
so it's the biggest, the highest temperature potentially, not happened yet. Biggest temperature ever to be recorded in the UK.
Wow, really?
Yes, and
hey, that's neat.
A few summers ago, it was like 38 point something centigrade, and now it's 41. It's like Mediterranean like summer levels in the UK, which is not.
That's very exciting. That's very exciting for you.
No, it's not. We don't have.
I love that for you.
We don't have the facilities. People are definitely gonna die of heat related things, like dying. I don't know how you die from heat. Lack of water,
stroke.
probably.
I'll show you.
Because
damn,
there's air conditioning is not common because we don't need it, and it's expensive.
And the buildings are designed to keep.
That's
in the
what
heat
you
for
think.
the winter.
Yeah, buildings are designed to keep in heat because it does
like
get cold.
Big old greenhouses, but they're bricks.
Well, I don't know about green.
Brown
They're
houses.
not green. I didn't paint it.
Brick brown.
So yeah, today
green. Whether you can't print those. Then you can't print those in CMYK.
How the fuck do they make green paint? It doesn't make any sense.
Green is like the anti-paint. It would consume itself and vanish
from
the surf.
This is an Omega based play for an artist, like a real physical artist. You take green paints and you make a really big green image, and then when people try to sell like prints of it, not gonna look as good. You gotta actually go to the museum and see it or own it. It's a real experience sort of thing. Paint with green.
I ordered a bunch of like paper samples from this company called Comics Wellspring, which has horrible pricing. Absolute horrible. I would never actually buy from them. Thanks for the samples, you suckers. But they do offer... You can do a thing where, like, you can designate an area of the page where they'll put, like, foil in the page. You know, you can have, like, a little reflective foil kind of poke through some parts if you want it to be shiny. It's like, what if I made it like green foil? What if I made the slime, you know, reflective green? Wouldn't that be nifty?
It would be nifty.
There are fluorescent inks that you could print with, but they're not standard. It would have to be like a custom job. I'm sure it would balloon the price, and I mean the price is fucking high enough already. Printing a whole book in full photo color, so you know, it's terrible, just terrible. Although I did find a company on Alibaba that seems to have some like pretty decent price. I found one that I think I might be able to get them for like 100 copies for like $15 a piece, including shipping, which is like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good as long as the quality is not terrible. So, yeah, I'm hoping that works. She hasn't gotten back to me. She's bad about responding. I asked that lady for a template. I was like, can I have a page template, please? And then it was Friday, and I think like her shift ended, and then she didn't get back to me, and I'm waiting for Monday. She didn't have a goddamn page template. Send her my damn files.
Damn.
You know, that's what's going on. You know, I was doing some crafts this week. I had some ideas for things that I could potentially do as stretch goals for the Kickstarter, and I've been crafting. I learned how to etch glass, which is with like chemicals, with like a
like you put a stencil and you just spread a thing on a glass. It burns into it.
I found most of the time, like stencils like that, they're like not reusable. But I found a company called Icon Art that sells these stencils, or it's like a system for making stencils that are reusable. Like they are a sort of like vinyl covering over a fine mesh. And so you can sort of get a design into the vinyl that will hold together and it won't fall apart when you use it. And it's theoretically reusable. But you have to do it. Okay, they sell this system for doing it that costs like $200 or $300. And it comes with like these sheets of this, like, you know, this mesh and coating. And then it comes with a stand with like a black light or like a UV light, and you're supposed to put your design over it and then shine the black light on it. And then that will like do some reaction to the coating, and then you rinse it off, and like if you did it right, the covered parts that you covered with your design wash off the stencil, and the parts that were uncovered that got exposed to UV light, like they harden and they stay on. And this is how it creates this reusable design. And so I was like, that sounds great, but I don't want to spend $300. So I just bought I bought some sheets of the stuff, and then I just bought my own little like black light, and I just fucked around with it. I cut out little pieces and I did experiments with it, and I found out just how to do it myself. Didn't buy the stand, saved like $150 because nice. I just figured out how to kind of sort of shine my own little light on it and get it to work. Fuck you, Icon Art. I love your product. And that's my story. It's my glass etching story.
What are you etching into the glass? And what sort of glass is it? Like, is it the size of a little keychain?
It's a bottle. It's bottles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're gonna put slime in a bottle with etched glass?
I won't admit that that's what I'm going to do.
That's insane.
Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to see? I can show you.
I do want to see. I saw you post a picture of slime earlier.
Oh my god! All right. Well, give me a second, and I will show you what I've got.
Yeah, that one Pencilmation episode featuring Ben Saint is coming true.
Wait, why? What happened?
Because you're getting bottles of slime.
One sec. I gotta take a picture. Actually, I gotta take 2 pictures because I'll show you in like regular light, and I'll show you in black light because it looks really good. Now I don't know. This might be like too much. This might be too much work and impossible. So like,
I feel like the amount of labor and materials you're putting in is unheard of, uncalled for.
I might be going a little bit overboard.
That could be like a super high donation thing.
The etching doesn't really. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. Okay, I'll show you. You can see them in an empty bottle.
They're all filled with slime.
Okay, here we go. It's a little bit hard to see. Come on. Yeah. All right, give me a sec. I gotta find my black light.
The only thing I know black light's for is that they show semen. Wow. Because they use that in the shows where they're like, let's find, there's for blood. They find blood as well. But mostly I remember the semen.
I remember
Maybe
the semen.
Maybe it doesn't find blood, actually. I'm not sure.
I don't think it finds blood. Luminol finds blood.
Luminol, that's the different thing.
Yeah.
I remember that from Ace Attorney on DS, the secret extra thing with the lady, science lady.
I know that from Detective Conan from the other thing called Japan.
They're both from Japan.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Detective Conan.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Show you this stupid. Oh, Marin's gonna get excited when he sees this.
Oh
my god.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, hang on.
Yo, it's
blowing out big.
Brand. So, like,
product of New Los Angeles City, aka Neo Milwaukee.
That text looks very clean.
That is kind of a big bottle. I was thinking of like a tiny little slime thing.
It's like a smallish like olive oil bottle.
Yeah, it's like a shower gel. It looks like
it's only 6. It's like 6 or 8 fluid ounces that it actually holds. So anyway, that's what I did this week. I mean, I didn't spend the whole week on that, but I think I bought this stuff like shortly after we discussed. I think on the PCP last week, I said, haha, what if I gave people slime?
And now it's here.
And now there it is.
Be disastrously expensive to ship.
Not if I pretend that it's not in the box and I ship with media mail. Here's the thing.
I hope that works out.
OblivionFall. Here's the thing. We talked about this last week, and the book is already going to be disastrously expensive to ship.
True.
The only way that it won't be is if I use media mail. So I'm gonna try and like send some shit through media mail that like technically shouldn't be sent through media mail, and just like see if it works. And like if it works, I'm just gonna do that. And like if some of them get caught, like oh well.
Alternatively, you could just make it up the price that people have to pay for it, so that way it works out.
I will have to charge for shipping. I mean I don't want to charge people more money. That's bad. Foreign shipping will be like $40.
Yeah.
So that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. But I think if I can get away with using media mail domestically, then I think I can like slightly overcharge for shipping domestically and then like undercharge for fucking, I don't want to charge people $40 shipping for international. And because like most orders will not be international, I feel like I might be able to get away with that. Margins wise. That's my plan. If I actually had to spend like $30 on shipping every individual order, which is like what it is, I don't know. That's like, that almost makes me think I just shouldn't do it. So, you know, that can't be true. Yeah. All right. That's my crafts. That's my craft.
Craft corner with Ben.
Thanks. It's edible.
Nice.
It's edible, by the way. You can eat it.
Oh, you can eat. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't want to because it's so cool.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it syrupy?
It is. I mean, it is mostly not to break the illusion or anything, but it is mostly.
No, don't say it.
It's mostly corn syrup.
No, the illusion shattered.
Yeah,
slime is mostly corn syrup. You heard it here.
Yeah, true. It's quite tart. It's quite sour. It's good. You could make a slime and tonic out of it.
Oh, you could put that in a shot glass and do a little slime shot.
Yeah, you could. You know, I mean, you could make your own if you wanted to. Well, actually, I mean, the only like hard to find thing in it is like the fluorescent additive. That stuff's a little. I mean, I don't know. You just have to get it yourself.
That's a workaround. Here's a medium mail. Minimum 8 pages. It's a book just explaining where to buy the bottle, how to do the glass etching, how to make the slime, just all the instructions to make it yourself at home.
My idea was that I would send it with the book. So, you mean like instead of sending the bottle, just send a little pamphlet explaining it. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to pay for my secrets.
I ordered a bunch of rocks, too. I ordered a bunch of different kinds of greenish rocks. And we'll see which ones look the best and which ones are the most cost-effective. What do they got? I got fluorite. I got calcite. I got I don't think I bought calcite. I don't think I bought green jade because I thought that stuff was kind of expensive.
Calcite's pretty cool, though.
I'm optimistic. The calcite looks pretty good in the promo photos. I'm optimistic to see how that's gonna look.
You gotta secure all these rocks because if they crack into the glass, you get slime all over your book.
Yeah. I mean, I would put it in a box. I would probably fill it with like packing peanuts or something. I would probably wrap every individual piece with like bubble wrap or something. Is the idea there? Where did I got Amazonite. I don't think I'll use Amazonite. I think it's
named after that shitty company. I don't feel like that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or no, not Amazonite. Aventurine. Aventurine is what I was thinking. I don't think I'll go with that. I think it's like more like a pale like turquoise color. So like, I got Prasiolite, which I'd never even heard of before, but it's green, so worth a shot. And I think that's all. I just got the 4. I bought like a pound of each. I don't know.
Well,
that's gonna be fun.
It's
gonna be fun this week.
Whimsical.
Waiting for the. I know. I'm just having fun with it. You know.
Very whimsically.
I just I like making funny little themed gifts. I guess I don't know.
And trinkets. You should
Gifts
have
and trinkets.
You should have a potion shop. You should have like a real like. You could be a traveling like trinket vendor.
Bazaar, yeah. Like the guy at the beginning of Aladdin. He sells the thing that makes julienne fries.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sells it on Alibaba.
Alibaba is
That's the name
great.
of the camel.
Alibaba is so good. They just have stuff for
they just have everything cheap.
They just have everything cheap, yeah. And there's a million vendors, and they all have names that I can't pronounce or even distinguish from each other half the time. But if I sift through them, I will always find stuff at like half the price I would pay for something from the Western vendor. Only then the shipping costs like 10 times as much, so it sort of evens out. But
unlike Western vendors that have things like minimum wage and all that shit that makes things expensive. We don't like that.
The children want to work. How dare you how dare you keep all these children unemployed against their will? Joe, Brandon, Dark Brandon, Rising.
Dark Brandon. Fucking hell. That's crazy.
Gas prices going down. That's the work of Dark Brandon.
Going up.
Yeah.
Fucking... That was a thing that happened a couple of days ago. Elon Musk and Trump were having a little fight. They were having a little... Oh, yeah. A little spat.
That Irish accountant, that Irish finance YouTuber that I watch, he had a video explaining the Elon Musk situation, and Elon is boned. He's totally toast.
Yeah, it's like he didn't know what he was doing at any step.
He 100% is by any reasonable metric, already agreed to buy the company, and there's no backing out.
Just look at that power stance.
Oh.
Does he actually have to spend the what was it, 40 billion?
He might be able to negotiate a There was a backing out fee of $1 billion, but the agreement was to buy it for 40 billion, but he's past the point where he would have been able to just pay the $1 billion to get out of it. So he will probably have to either go through with the deal and maybe he can negotiate a lower price than the 40 billion, or he will have to back out and probably negotiate a bigger fee than the 1 billion. But it's, going to cost him a lot.
Lol.
Either way. Yeah, lol. He totally fucked it up.
I saw him making memes, coping memes on Twitter.
That will definitely be that are already being used against him in court. His legal team just should have told him, don't post memes about an ongoing legal dispute, sir. Sir Musk, please. But he couldn't help it.
Can't help it. No one tells him what to do.
Well, I hope he crashes and burns.
He's a very distasteful man. He's a very distasteful man, in my opinion.
You know what isn't a distasteful man? The Eye of Sauron.
Yeah.
True.
Did you know?
He is no man at all, in fact. He is one of the the Vaenor, or whatever. The Aenir?
Yeah, the deities of some kind. There's I forget all of the mythology. I saw a YouTube video about it one time, and I think I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, UGP graded a fucking video.
He's one of the he's one of the Maiar.
Yeah. But I noticed the other day that I was just drawing Endless War, just doodling him.
As one does.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll draw Endless Mud next to him. And it's like, wait a minute. Eye of Sauron is an eye on a plinth, on a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
He must be related.
He must
be another Endless.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Oh my gosh, it's a little racist though, don't you think?
You think they all know each other?
Yeah. Eyes, they're so tall, they have eyes, they can look. They can see each other.
Well, we just had the last RFCK art contest was about death furnaces, and there were a bunch of different ones. Let's see, what was there? There was Endless Oil, Endless Mochi, Endless Entertainment.
Endless Mochi.
Endless Mochi is awesome. Prince Annihilation drew, and it's like a pink mountain with a big mouth.
I want to see these. These sound great.
You know what? I'll find that one.
There were also Endless Expansion in the Big Booby Mummy Milker one, which is a giant dome that looks like a booby.
That one's gotta count for something.
That's not a death furnace. That's a breast furnace.
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm gonna find it.
I think Sauron would be called Endless Search.
Endless Orcs.
One Ring.
Endless Orcs.
Endless Pain. Rawr.
He
would say rawr.
Sorry, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute while I find the thing.
Oh, that's right. I have a small in the middle tangent. Speaking of racisms, you know how You know how like on GitHub got rid of like master and slave terminology?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
No, I did not.
Some people, like it's like a coding thing where like one code drives another code or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a codeman, but they're like, we're changing the terminology because it's distasteful, which is like, sure, whatever. I don't care. Some people get super mad over it though, which is funny.
Yeah,
I'm wondering because we were talking about Photoshop earlier. Ben was talking about getting rid of the whites, which I thought was really funny.
I did say that, and I almost made a joke about it. But listen, I was on an important tangent, and I didn't want to get distracted.
I know. I understood. I laughed. Yeah. But there's another terminology that I hear a lot when talking about color grading, which is crushing the blacks.
Yes, I know about crushing the blacks. Believe me.
How long are we going to keep that around for? I wonder. I haven't heard anyone talk about it being problematic, but I'm like, surely someone would complain by now.
I mean, fine. What is it describing though?
It's when you adjust the it's when you adjust like the contrast of an image so that like the dark areas become like pure black.
Like 000 on the RGB, basically.
Yeah.
Because like
I don't have a problem
image
with that one. I feel like that is just describing what it is.
I feel it's like
darkening the blacks, like
darkening.
What did I see? There was somebody on Twitter. I think I saw like someone added like Crayola because like they had a black colored pencil and it said negro on it. And they were yo, Crayola, what the hell is this? And they were like, yes, we're an international company. That is the Spanish word for black. And he was like, no, he was actually mad because they also had like the French translation. And he made a joke like, haha, why would you include French? I hate France. It's like, ha ha ha.
Oh,
very, very, oh, how droll. Anyway, it's like that. Right. Like, it's like that though. It's like, it's the word. It's just the word. It's just it's also the word for the color.
Yeah, I think the GitHub thing makes more sense just because many words can replace this fake thing that you made up of like a thing being in charge of another thing. I've seen parent and child be used.
We wouldn't want
master and slave.
We wouldn't want to offend any slaves who are using the code to build any programs for their masters.
The thing that would be annoying is the code terminology changes, and now all the coders have to learn, or like their code breaks and they have to fix it. But I don't know.
I feel I found it's not going to be a major problem.
I found. Whoa! I found this from Prince's Death Furnace art.
That's cool. Well, that mountain has a big fucking sideways mouth.
The dark, spooky one?
That's Endless Oil.
Nice.
He was new. There was Endless Mochi. That's Endless Mochi on the bottom right there. I like that one a lot.
Just a mountain with a sideways mouth.
It's got that I don't know what you call it, but that like sort of like flat cloud design thing going on.
I don't know. What do you mean?
I mean the way that like the smoke looks. It looks like I don't know. It looks like a very stylized sort of like the clouds are a flat geometric shape. In a sort of Asian. In a sort of Asian way. I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, sometimes clouds do be like that.
What? Yeah.
Sometimes they do have a flat bottom and then like a bulbous swirly at top. And it's like, wow, it's just like that's just like Toy Story.
It's almost like art is based on real life.
It's almost like art is based.
Oh no, I hate art. I hate art now. I don't like it anymore.
Damn.
So thanks for that. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me how bad art is. Yeah, how much it sucks. I have to pee. I'll be back in a minute.
Epic. Oh, I have to help clean someone up. We'll take a break since Ben is peeing. I'll be back.
I'm back.
OblivionFall has gone for a second.
Ow. Okay. Well, now that's the episode.
No.
What do we go? I mean, we've been going for a long time, right? We've been. That's an episode. That's another one in the can.
Nah, no.
Yes,
you must die.
Yes. Kill me. End it. End this charade.
I can't do it. You're so cute.
Come on, pussy.
Nah. Throws gun away into boiling acid.
Fine.
World peace.
Okay, I guess.
I don't know why we have open vats of boiling acid in world peace.
World peace? What are you describing? A real?
What are you talking about? World peace? I can't even comprehend this.
Can't even. I just realized Elon's tie is a little short. Elon's tie doesn't even reach to his belt. Yeah.
You gotta have.
I guess that's about.
You gotta
normal.
have. No, you gotta have a lead-lined tie, and droop it low, so that if you're hit with radiation, your penis and genitals are protected with the lead in the tie, so you can't get zapped by aliens with their radiation guns.
I continue to wonder whether I should shave my head or not. I am continuously on the fence about whether my hair is worth keeping, and I just can't.
Does it fill you with joy?
No.
Well, get rid of it, burn it, throw it away.
Well, Does it? Would that make me feel even worse, though? Yes. No, I'm already filled with that. Actually,
fuck.
Yeah, sorry. No more. No vacancy.
There's no fixing that problem.
I mean,
true.
Would you consider taking like chemicals to grow your hair back?
That's not.
I think some things do something.
That's not an option. It's not an option.
How do you know it's not an option?
Well, I know that you can't. I mean, haven't you heard the freaking what do you call it? Keeps. The Keeps is the company that like advertises on YouTube. You know, they say in their ads, you know, you can't reverse hair loss. You can only prevent it.
Yeah.
So
you got to get one of those Jordan Peterson hair transplants. Your hair plugs. You got to go that route.
Listen, I'm not going to say that I have never thought about it. I don't know.
It would certainly be a lot simpler to have a shaved head, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, actually,
I don't
this might be true. I hope maybe I'm misremembering.
What's that?
Does estrogen bring your hair back?
We just said no.
It doesn't. Once the hair follicle is completely gone, I don't think it does. But
I've heard the opposite, but that like can actually.
I've heard so many things about what estrogen does, and there's no absolute like certainty to a lot of it. People are just hoping, and like they've got what do you call it? Small sample size. What do you call that? When it's just one guy saying something?
Anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence and not a lot of research.
My favorite kind.
And it's hard to know what is true about what estrogen does. Obviously, obvious things like boobs growing and like skin changing softness and various other things. But like
fat goes to your hips and thighs.
Hair is unknown, as far as I understand.
It's not unknown. It doesn't bring your hair back. There.
Well, I mean, maybe there's magical something or other.
I mean, women are magical, I guess. So, like, who knows what could happen?
Well, all right. I don't know. I ain't seen the stats. I ain't seen the truth. I'm not holding out hope for it, though. My hair is receded already, and I can't do anything about it. at some point I might shave my hair off and start wearing wigs because it just doesn't look that good.
I think, I don't know. Like I said this before, like, if on the one hand, maybe I'm just like, maybe it's just cooler. Maybe it's just a cooler look, and by look I mean in the more general sense, not of how you look in like visually, but just how you look to others as a human. It might just be a better look to just say fuck it and embrace whatever nature bestows upon me. I respect that. I respect that sort of thing in others. But do I have the courage to do it myself? I'm going to say probably no. Probably no, I lack that in my heart.
Guys with no hair doesn't make me think anything in particular.
No.
It's just like a normal guy.
Yeah, if I see someone with a really bad receding hairline.
Normal. Seeing a really old guy with a full head of hair is like, wow, lucky. That son of a bitch. How'd he do that? Oh, he got the right gene. Well, fuck you.
Fuck you, Gene. You don't deserve happiness.
I don't know. I just want to complain. I just want to complain about being old. So thanks for let me do that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all we're all old here except OblivionFall.
Yeah, I'm only a few years younger than Gib.
What are you, like 20? Huh? You're like 27, right?
Yeah, I'm 27.
29.
I'm 27.
Oh, you're 27.
No, I meant yeah. Okay, I think that's about what I thought. Man, I don't know. I just it's starting to, you know, I got my thing that I'm working on. Not the book. I mean the book too, but like I got that video thing that I was gonna make. I've sort of have been more focused on just getting the book done lately. I haven't been focusing too hard on it. But I'm excited to make it. I'm excited to finish it and put it out, and like I think people like it. And so that's cool and all, but like I feel I don't know. I wonder if I've really like made the most of my my internet career. Have I really done anything worthwhile with it? I don't know. I've been
lectures.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Really like those.
Yeah, that's true. No, those were good. Those were good, and they were worth making. Like I should have done more. I should have done more, and I don't know. You know, I guess when I think about it, it's a little rough that like, my most important achievements, if you just go by the numbers, are just things wherein I like discuss some shit that other people made. That makes me depressed. You know, I think it's funny to talk about Sonichu or whatever. It's funny to talk about fucking unicorn jelly, but it's a bit like it's a bit shit. But like, oh yeah, Ben saying that guy who talked about Sonichu, that guy who talked about unicorn jelly. It's like, yeah, that is me. That is my legacy.
It's like, what a lot of YouTubers are. Like half of
I know, and they suck too. Those people are also shit and worthless. So dude, there.
But they're not worthless. They need to learn about how like the UI has one extra pixel on the side on a remake of a video game. That's valuable
true.
Information.
I love that content. I gobble it up. But I don't respect it.
I actually don't like that content. I don't nothing against the people who make it. I just like why do people care about such a tiny little detail?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, when I say that content, I mean like game related, like speedrun stuff. I like, even though it's like it's pretty vapid at the end of the day, but I still like it.
I think it's just what you make of it. I was watching this guy called Settled, makes RuneScape content.
Yeah,
and I found him from this odd like challenge run he's doing of an Iron Man RuneScape run where he can only move one tile if he gets a certain amount of experience. And then I was like, oh, that series is still ongoing. I wonder what else he's done. And he's done like this leveling every stat to 99. Well, or not every stat, but just like doing like everything you can, but relegated to one area of the entire map where you can't do a lot of things normally. And it's just an extremely tedious grind. And he loves it. Like, he loves he grinds for like 1,500 hours trying to find this one thing.
God.
So that he can get, like, he can finish I don't know. It's hard to explain because there's so many moving parts in RuneScape.
I don't even know the first thing about RuneScape.
You get experience by doing crafts and fighting and leveling up and stuff.
Okay.
You run around. MMO.
Yeah. I mean, I know that much.
Yeah. But he gets really, really happy and excited whenever he reaches a milestone or like a certain item drops that there's like 1 in 1,600 drop chance, and he's killed like hundreds of these fucking enemies trying to get it, and he gets it and he's like, oh, Pog! And it's just like, I can't imagine like caring
I'm so
about
jealous.
RuneScape
I'm so jealous
for so long, but like it's just his enthusiasm for this seemingly completely pointless, arduous, tedious task of playing some video game. His enthusiasm is infectious. It just makes me like really happy for him.
Yeah,
and everyone loves him, and he's just he's riding on cloud 9 or whatever. It's just great.
You know, when you're passionate about something. Yeah, it's like, one, it's not work to, do it. And two, other people who might not even care, they might just enjoy your enthusiasm for it. And for both of those reasons, that's like, oh, that's good content, if there's something you really care about and enjoy, it's like, hey, if you turn that into content, that's pretty good. It's good work if you can get it.
Yeah, so like, I wouldn't have a problem. And I don't think there's anything wrong with like doing vapid content.
Yeah,
it's just whether you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah.
I guess Ben, did you enjoy making the lectures or like having the videos, other videos you've made?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. I mean, they only took me they didn't take very long. Sure, they were fun to make. It's not like I've spent that much time doing them. They were so fleeting in the grand scheme of things. I guess.
I mean, I think the reason they're so enjoyed is your enthusiasm for the things you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess what bums me out a little bit is that I feel like it's not that I think they were bad to make or anything, but I do feel like I don't know. I don't know where they leave me in terms of what is my next move? What does Ben Saint, who has, this list of things that he's done and that he's somewhat known for, what does he do with that in terms of I don't know.
I mean, you learned how to etch glass for a potential slime bottle thing.
Yeah. And
well, cool you could make funny, cool things on Etsy.
No, I hate it. I hate that idea. I hate it so much.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean. You don't know what.
I don't know.
Do you mean on YouTube specifically?
I don't know. Yeah, or whatever. As a content creator, or as a person who, or just as an artist, in general, whatever that means. I guess I'm just. I don't know what to do with my life. There, that's it. That's what I'm getting at. This is all part of my crisis of being 34. and being like, what have I done? What have I done? And now what do I do? And
you're 34.
Yeah.
You should follow the rules.
What?
Draw porn. Rule 34.
Oh.
Rule 34. When you hit 34,
you have to draw porn. That's all you can do. I'm getting a head start. I'm cheating.
I don't want to. I'm too. This might speak to like a broader failing of me as a person, but I'm too shy. I'm too shy to draw porn. I don't want to be that vulnerable. I would feel way too vulnerable, like drawing porn. That like I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm into. Okay, now I'm posting it on the internet.
Yeah,
no fucking way.
I felt like that.
No fucking way.
I felt like that before.
Yeah, but I feel that way.
I still kind of feel like that.
I feel that way.
I felt like that for a long time, but then the Band-Aid got ripped off, and that was easy. Now I can't wait to share all the other crazy porn ideas I have that no one has drawn before, but only I can draw. Unless I pay someone, and fuck that.
I mean, yeah,
I'll do it.
I should have just paid someone. Should have just paid someone to like format my fucking book for me. Shouldn't have spent like weeks and weeks working on my stupid book. It seems like it's such a simple step. Just organize it into a file. Find a printer. But no, months go by and it's still not done. You know, I got a specific complaint. I really hate. I think it's gonna be the case that the book will have to be, long, like bound on the short end, and it's gonna be kind of long. It might end up being like 8x12, and that's just too long. I don't like that. It's annoying. That's a
flappy.
That's an annoying. Yeah, it's an annoying flappy size for a book. But like, that's the shape. That's the shape of the panels, man.
I mean, in the Homestuck books, they have like the panels don't take up the entire, like 4 panels don't take up the entire thing. They're smaller, and then they've obviously got the text underneath.
Yeah.
But then there's like the commentary right at the bottom.
Yeah. If
you had the commentary there, it would make it a taller book, I guess.
Yeah, but nah. Some pages have like a lot of commentary, and like it just wouldn't fit. Some pages have a lot of commentary, and some have very little or none. I could just add space in between, and at the bottom and top. It's just like that's a waste of space, and that's just like making it cost more to print. Like, for what? Like just to make it taller, to make it less oblong. It seems kind of stupid. And yet I kind of want to, just because 8x12 bound on the 8. Ugh. Doesn't fit on a bookshelf. It's gonna stick out.
Oh yeah. All the things I have on my like cool comics shelf, it'll be sticking out. I have to put it at the edge.
I could bind it on top. Like, I could make it so that you have to flip through it, like, hold it sideways. You know what I mean?
That would be so weird.
Yeah, that seems just as awkward, if not more so.
I'd have to, like, open it like a laptop and
exactly
rest it on my knees.
Exactly. So I don't know if that's a good solution. I guess I could make it really tall. What if I had... I could have 8 panels on a page.
I mean, if they don't end up being too small, that could work.
That would cut the page count.
But then it would be 16 by 12, wouldn't it?
It would cut the page count in half. It would be 16... Yeah?
Oh no, it wouldn't be 12 then. It would be...
No, yeah, it would still be 12 long. It would be 16 by 12, or I mean, I could shrink it to 8 by 6. But that's too small.
It's almost like Twitter image size sucks for books.
Almost.
What if you just squished it all so all of the images were distorted?
Ooh, yeah. And I could like just use like the morph tool and like have it set on like hard edge transform settings so that
nearest neighbor.
Yeah, so that like it ends up with like all these jagged like pixelated everywhere. Thinking. This has been my week. I have not left my house for another week has gone by. So, you know, that's where I'm at. Just contemplating my hairline and all this stuff. That's how it's been for me for a while. Listen, I'm not in a great place. I'm not in a great place mentally, all right? Is what I'm trying to say. If it's not clear, okay. Just
I understand.
If you can't pick up on subtext, let me just spell it out for you. Okay. All right.
Why is hairline the most important thing a human can have? Why is that so like such a thing?
Yeah, you know, scholars wonder, why is the hairline the single most important thing about a person?
It is kind of weird how like 70% of what makes someone attractive is their hair a lot of the time. And that's not even a joke.
God, I was going to say, please tell me you're joking.
That's just like my estimate because like I've noticed that like...
Is that for you personally?
Like, well, I think that other people have noticed that like the way someone wears their hair like has such a huge effect on like how they look to other people. Like having shitty hair can make you look like a gawa, and having good hair can make you look fucking great. It can make such a huge difference.
It does make a difference. I would say for me, it's definitely not 70%. I would say for me, it might make like. I feel like someone who is otherwise attractive, the difference between them having like a really nice hairdo versus them being like disheveled, their hair looks like shit. Maybe
you've seen that picture of Elon Musk
25%
before his hair was fixed.
Who?
Elon Musk. You've seen what he looked like before he got his hair like.
Yeah. I mean, he looks better. He looks better with the hair.
People kept making fun of Donald Trump for his funny wig, but he would have looked worse if he didn't have it.
That's not true. I've seen him with his hair, like, combed back. It looks fine. Like, he doesn't even have, like, a receding hairline.
Well, I guess I haven't really seen it.
No, he actually looks fine with his hair normal. Like, there's no reason why he does such freak shit with it.
Donald
This is so funny.
Trump,
he literally looked
real hair.
Literally looked older when he was, like, what is he, like, in his 30s in that first one? Literally, he looked older with his receding hairline.
I do like some of these comedy moments. I miss these.
Okay, now in that one, he does look like it's like a wig or something.
What the?
Weird.
Oh my god.
What a weirdo. Just scrolling through.
He truly is just a real fucking weirdo, honestly. His ex-wife just died.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we shouldn't make fun of him. He's going through a hard time.
I forgot what I was doing.
What were we talking about?
Hair. I mean, I feel like my hair looks alright when it's nice, but the hairline thing is a constant, like, aggravator.
You know,
because it's not just that, oh, it looks kind of bad. It's that it's like telling of my masculinity that I have a receding hairline like that. And it's like, oh, dysphoria on top of all that. It really gets me sometimes. I have to wear hats whenever I go outside. It sucks.
You know whose hair was fascinating to watch progress? I feel like I bring this guy up like an unusual amount. But Dan Olson, he used he used to do a thing with it where like you could kind of tell that it was thinning, but he sort of wore it over his forehead in a kind of like almost like deliberately shitty way. And I think, I don't know, there was a period there where it was like, it doesn't look good. Like you're kind of clearly sort of trying to do something with it that like you don't have enough there to do that with. And then at some point he just made the switch. The switch flipped, and he went from a disheveled looking, youngish guy to a pretty like well put together middle-aged man when he shaved his head and beard went white, and
Yeah, I mean, it's a good look for him.
I would say he overall looks better. Yeah. Which is what makes me feel like maybe I should just, is it time? When will I have to take the plunge? The day
Whatever
will come.
Don't do a fucking comb over like that one voicemailer suggested like a few weeks ago. Comb overs are the devil.
You gotta grow your hair right at the back of your neck really long and then comb all the way over.
I would never want to like wear my hair or anything in a way that's like I'm like trying to disguise something. Like I brush my hair to the side now, and that's just how I do it, and it's not like I don't know. I would never do a comb over. That's just stupid. I would just shave it at that point, in my opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, I agree too.
Yeah. I don't know, just when do I pull a Dan? Am I there yet? I don't know. One day. Is it today? Is the sword of Damocles? The sword of Damocles is dangling.
The sword of Damocles.
Yes. That's all. That's it.
The scissors of Damocles or the razor of Damocles.
Yeah,
because you're cutting your hair.
Right. I lost.
Yeah.
You know what? On a more exciting hair related. This is very exciting. The stuff we talk about on this podcast is like thrilling to our audience. I gotta say, I have a beard again. I have like a real beard, which like I have not had one since Radcon 2, basically.
Oh, comb the beard up over your head.
I have like an actual like full beard again, and it feels great, and I feel like a more complete human for that. So I got that going for me.
Yeah.
Even though it is kind of white on the near the ears, but like that's fine. I don't really mind it.
Is it like lumberjack size, the same as the first TBAP Q&A?
It's not that big. It's not that length yet, but like it's getting there. Maybe in another 2 months or something. Yeah. I remember it's bizarre, but like around TBAP time, maybe like a little before TBAP or in the very early days of TBAP, I had like a long beard. I had like it was like, it must have been like 7 or 8 inches long. Very strange. Very strange to think that ever.
Beard.
Yeah. Only time I ever did that in my life. Maybe I'll just do it again. Maybe I'll just freaking do it again. I have managed to avoid my trichotillomania has been I have managed it in a way that has allowed my beard to be normal, more or less. And that's an accomplishment for me. That's very difficult. So it's kind of strange that I have managed that these days when I am feeling such despair. But I guess, that's just that's life.
That's the way the beard crumbles.
That's true.
Speaking of really beard crumbling, my laser hair removal thing that I've been doing to get rid of my facial hair forever.
Yeah.
It has progressed to a point where the last session, I had a session recently, but before that, there was a problem. After I got home from America, I had gained a bit of a tan because we went to the beach one day.
Right.
And they said, "Oh, we can't do it."
Yeah, you mentioned that.
So,
very strange.
That was
didn't
postponed.
Know that was a thing. Yeah.
And now I've done it. But in the interim, I had to wait an additional 6 weeks, and my beard barely grew back at all in that entire time. And I've always had like an extremely fast-growing beard, compared to people my age, around the age that I started growing it. So it was really cool to see that after 6 weeks, it was like very faint. Yeah, like if you didn't look at it, you probably didn't notice.
Is it like, okay, did it grow back like just there were fewer hairs, like there just weren't many hairs, or was it like they were like the hair on your arm, like they're finer and like softer and thinner?
No, there were just fewer hairs.
Yeah.
Round my cheeks, there's nothing. On my chin is where a lot of it is, and on my lips, above and below my lips is where...
On your lips.
Yes.
Just glowing directly out of the lips.
Yeah, the lipstick's a nightmare. But
I gotta shave my lips before I apply lipstick. Every single time.
But yeah, it's like, there's like a countable number of hairs. Probably not actually countable, but like... It's so stark from the way it used to be. It's really gratifying. I like it. I like looking at it. I don't like looking at it because I can still see that there is hair there, but I like knowing that it has been such a long time and I don't have a beard that goes like protrudes from my chin. I don't have a mustache that goes into my mouth. You know? You know when your mustache gets too long?
Yeah.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
The hairs were like the length, like about 0.5 millimeter length maximum.
My mustache is a bit shorter than the rest of my beard because I did pull out like a part, not a lot, but like a little like section of my mustache, and I was like shit. So I avoided plucking at it for a while, and it has grown back, and it's like phew. Okay. It's complete again. I must never again do that. So it's back, but it's just shorter because it started growing later, basically. But it looks deliberate. It doesn't look fucked up. I swear it doesn't look fucked up. I look normal.
I say, screaming into the mirror.
Thank you. Someone believes it.
I believe it. You know, I went to a hairdresser for the first time in like 2 years.
Oh yeah,
recently.
Since COVID.
Well, when COVID started, I just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna like shave my head once every 6 months." And that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
But yeah, the way my hair grew back looked really weird. I looked like a freakazoid.
How so?
I don't know. It's just like I looked like I was wearing like a helmet, like a fucking Minecraft helmet.
Like it just grew back as like a shapeless like orb.
Well, it's like, you know, like my fringe was like just above my eyes, and then right before it hits my ears, the hair just drops down like 4 more inches, and then just goes around the back. So my face is like in this fucking square window.
And because it was really like long on the sides, so it like kind of I can kind of
because I have like a straight hairline, and then by my ears it just goes right down. And it was really weird. And I went to a hairdresser, and I thought, you know, I'm actually going to tell them to aim for style for the first time in my life, because I would always just walk in there and be like, I don't know, just take like half the length off, I guess, and they would just do whatever the fuck, and my hair slowly got like really bad. But this time I'm like, I don't know, vaguely, just shape it vaguely so that, like, if I just sort of brush it, it'll sort of sit on my face the way, like, emo hair from, like, the late 2000s would, but without all the product. And she was like...
It's a good style, yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, I got you, fam. And then she shaped it. She didn't take any length off, but she just shaped it, and it looks good. I feel like I look good. I feel like I look better than I have...
Wait, that's how it looks now?
Yeah, that's how I look now.
Yeah,
I think I look better than I have in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Even pre-COVID.
I can't compare to how you looked pre-haircut, but looking good. Looking good, man.
I should probably find a pre-haircut image. I definitely can. I was at a bunch of
Trump image. This is what I looked like before.
Let me go for my 2019 folder. I'm sure somewhere.
I might go. I cut my own hair, but I might go to like a stylist or something to get a real haircut. Maybe before I am ready to film that video project that I've put off for the book for the moment. Although I don't know. It makes me nervous. Sometimes I get a haircut and I hate how it looks. Sometimes I feel like when I just kind of let the hair do whatever it wants, I just end up feeling like more comfortable with it. Like I'm just like, it's fine. It is what it is. But then if I get a haircut and it's bad, I'm like, it's not. It's bad, but it's like deliberately bad. Like it's like it feels worse because like, okay, but it's like I don't like how it was made to be. If it just looked bad by accident, I could just be like, well, I didn't even try. It's just how it grows.
Hey, you're wearing the Drumpf shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see.
That was like 3 years ago. That shirt is in very, very bad condition now. It was already starting to get in bad condition then. I should probably get a new one.
You looked fine.
It's faded.
You looked fine.
The white is gray. It's full of holes. Oh, you're talking about me.
Yeah.
I mean, my hair was like really poofy on the front. So like at the front of my head, above my forehead, my hair like jutted out like 2 inches forward in this like weird round like bulb, which is not super apparent in that screenshot, but I don't know. It was odd. As I don't know. I look better now, and I'm gonna be even more better because I'm gonna keep growing it for a bit. And I'll be sexy boy, sexy Oblivion is coming back. He is.
Did I mention that the last time I saw my dad, he told me he was going to grow a ponytail?
I vaguely remember that.
I just think that's so funny. He called himself an old hippie. He was like, I'm an old hippie. I might as well grow a ponytail. I was like, yeah, cool. I should go sailing with him. I haven't gone sailing in like 10 years, but I think he wants me to go sailing with him sometime, and like I should do that before the summer's over. Maybe sometime next month. Before he puts the boat away.
Does he have like a sailboat?
Him and his friend co-own a sailboat together. Yeah, it's their thing. It's their hobby. They love it. They love that freaking boat, man. They're just all about
that boat more than you.
I don't like boating, but whatever. It's about
the ocean will kill you.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. That's why I don't like it. Exactly.
I'm terrified of it.
Boats are cool until you're on one. I remember being on holiday once somewhere, and there was like, oh, this wooden like pirate ship kind of looking boat is gonna like take us on a tour around the rocks. We're gonna see the rocks, but it was like a real boat. It went up and down, and I felt sick. What? I thought it was gonna be okay, but I'm gonna throw up.
I think it's probably scarier for me to contemplate than it would be to actually go out and do that. Like I feel like it'll be fine. Just thinking about it, I'm like, God, on the sea? I'll drown. I'll be eaten whole by a lurker fish.
Oh,
drowning in footwear.
Yeah. What? No, that was a give and take. That was a hypocrite.
Yeah, you remember Jack and Daxter?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna no, Father. I don't want to be thrown into the sea. Yes. Classic.
Yeah, I think I was calling like, no, Dad, I don't want to go fishing.
Yes.
This was Jack and Daxter.
I'll be eaten whole! God,
I like some of my videos. They're good.
I also like some of your videos.
It's a shame making videos is so strange now. Now that I have a big brain, I don't feel the compulsion to just talk about things.
I think my brain is small and stupid. You think you have a big brain now? You think your brain's gotten bigger? Yeah. I don't feel that way at all.
I feel alright. What I feel is that my having seen so many good analysis videos, I feel like I can't just make a video and just be happy with whatever I come up with, because I need it to be worth something to the larger gaming analysis scene.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about a game that somebody's already done an amazing video on.
Yeah.
Like every other game reviewer does a retrospective on some other thing. And even though the retrospective has been done by 70 other people, I don't feel like I would benefit the world by doing my own, even though people would probably like it.
Because, like, if the Nostalgia Chick reviews Good Burger, then the Nostalgia Critic can't review Good Burger. So, like, only one of them can do it.
And unironically, yes.
And Good Burger is a classic, and we this is like highly contested.
Obviously,
the rights to Good Burger, the rights to discuss Good Burger.
Obviously, there's like there's no like dibsies on a review. If somebody made a review of a game, I actually would do this. I would see if somebody had made a video on a game like Rayman 1, and I was like, these videos suck. I'll do that, and I'll do that video. And then I did. It's just sort of like, now that I've seen so many good, like, really in-depth videos, I feel like I want to be smart when I make it. I want to be, like, bringing something new to the table. I want to be the big Joel of, like, video game analysis. I want to be
Joel
saying
isn't
something
that
while I
big.
review the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I feel the same way. Like, do you feel like if you're not making something that's like amazing, you're just like, why bother? Like, is that what you're saying?
Kinda.
Oh,
I mean, when it
feel
comes
that.
to videos, for sure. I feel like I have that compulsion with comics and drawings as well, but I don't feel quite so bad about making what I currently make, which is good, but like, I don't know. I wouldn't say anything I've made so far is a masterpiece, even though there's good parts to them.
I think I'm pleased to announce that the video thing that is currently on hold. It is I think it's the only thing. It's the only thing like it. There are like adjacent things about like similar topics, but there's nothing like exactly the idea that I'm working on. So like, that's good. But that's like kind of stupid, because like, even if there was, like, it wouldn't matter. Like, it really should be fine if someone else had already done a similar thing. That shouldn't stop me, but I think it would.
Yeah. I've had ideas, but then I for little things, like, I kind of wanted to like understand all of the World of Warcraft lore from the very beginning of time to presently. And it would have taken a lot of research, and I would put it all in a video. But of course, World of Warcraft is gigantic. There are already people who have entire channels dedicated to documenting World of Warcraft lore. And they do it really in an entertaining way with animations and voiceovers, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, why would I spend all that time researching?
But is there
something that was subpar compared to what was already around?
But maybe they're doing subpar because they're not funny.
Yeah, I guess
they are funny.
You would need,
but are they funny with an eye?
I guess you would need to find an angle to it that would like. It's like, okay, but has anyone does it like this? Like, has anyone done it in this way? Like I said, the thing that I'm doing other people have made videos about similar things, but no one has done it in the format that I am planning to do it. So I'm like, that's good enough.
Interpretive dance.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's good enough. You know, I mean, maybe maybe other people make like World of Warcraft lore videos, but nobody has like organized it into like a comprehensive I don't know, the fucking 8-hour long spoken word poem about it.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah. That's an untapped market.
No, nobody's just dryly spoken the lore while they play Counter-Strike in the background. I think that's an untapped market.
Yeah. I want heavy interruptions for like, oh wait, hang on. Give me a minute.
Okay. Oh, yes, double kill.
Okay, so anyway, Thrall is green. Fuck! Campers, man! Oh, bullshit! Okay, so anyway, the Horde is good and the Alliance is bad, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should...
Thrall goes to the mall.
Thrall
plays Super Smash Bros.
Cool.
Brawl.
I don't know I don't know anything about the World of Warcraft lore. I didn't even know it when I was playing it. I knew that Arthas was bad.
What race were you?
My main was a troll.
So did you got like when you made your character, there's like the cutscene that zooms around and ends on your character, and there's like a narrator saying stuff about your kind. What's the trolls up to?
I not much. They're kind of just, you know, they sort of have their like witch doctor stuff, and like, you know, they're in the Horde. They're allied with the orcs, and like that's it. I'm pretty sure there's just not that much else to it. I remember the Draenei kind of had... The Draenei had, like, their own... they were like aliens. I thought the Draenei were really cool.
The Draenei crash-landed on the planet because they were fleeing the Burning Legion, who were also in space.
Yeah. And they're like... Oh, man, I love the Draenei. How, like, they're... I didn't realize it at first, but like they look exactly like demons, and like they are demons. Like they're the same creature. It's just those are like the evil version of what was originally these peaceful like blue people.
The peaceful blue people. They got like when the Burning Legion conquers a planet, they enslave the race and they turn them into demons. And then all the different demon enemies you see in World of Warcraft are different races of different things that have been conquered over the galaxy, and we see the Draenei, and it's like, oh, well, they're not all like that.
I saw one of those demons, and I was like, huh, you know, now that I think about it, the Draenei kind of do just sort of look like, you know, regular old, like, hoof-footed, like, Satan demons, just blue. Oh, yeah. Neat.
Yes.
Kind of
like...
so
much richness. There's so much layer.
Someone should make...
So much onion.
There's so much content to be mined for, like, an 8-hour-long YouTube video that people would, like, post around and be like, oh my god, I can't believe somebody made an 8-hour-long video explaining the lore. Oh my god, who would do that? Haha, let's make clickbait articles about it.
Do people make clickbait articles now about those?
Yeah, like, when Quentin Reviews put out the fucking, 7-hour-long Victorious review, just the fact that he did that, like, fucking news outlets were making, like, shitty non-articles about, like, some guy made a 7-hour video discussing every episode of Victorious, lol, and just got a ton of exposure from that. Just from the fact of being, like, a very stupid endeavor that someone, like, fully executed.
I mean, it's playing the meta. He knows how stupid that looks.
Absolutely. It's just it was objectively a smart thing to do because of how stupid it is.
You need to make a 100-hour video talking about the lore.
Oh, but I'd lose my voice.
Damn.
I don't know exactly how long this video project that I am working on is going to be. I am considering ways that I could make it, ways that I could extend the length, and wondering, like, can I make it absurdly long, like stupidly long, and if so, should I do that? I am taking it under consideration.
You should obviously not pad it, because like a super long video with a lot of fluff would make me click away.
No.
But I mean,
I wouldn't want to pad it.
Don't like leave things out. If you want it to be
I'm thinking
if you
like
want it
if
to
I'm
be like
thorough,
comprehensive and just allow it to be whatever length it is.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, how long can I make it by just like being as comprehensive as possible, and like how much. Yeah. And I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I think there's two ways to approach it. There's like the Cliff's Notes of the most interesting parts, which is going to be like, you know, depending on what the subject is, would be a shorter video. But a longer video, people would just put on and listen to. Yeah. And the droning is like relaxing. So if it's really interesting stuff, I would say try to make it a shorter video. But if it's a lot of stuff that is just sort of odd, that they have all that information about them, then you would go for a longer video, because it's not like, you know, imagine if you're like trying to sleep and you got this video playing. You want it to be like the same sort of interestingness throughout.
I'm just gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see how long it ends up being. I think I'm inclined to try and like rush past things and like keep things short and concise. But I think I'm gonna like maybe try and like resist that urge that I have, and like not like force it to be shorter than like maybe it needs to be. Like if it's long, like let it, like if it needs to be long, let it be long, is kind of my thinking about it.
Yeah. Because
people like long videos. The long videos do well, and there's really no reason to not do that. I wish that my lectures had been longer. It would only be they would only be better for having been longer, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a long video recently.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember, like, people have commented on, like, how long they are. And, like, looking back, like, yeah, those, like, the Sonetry lecture came out in an era before, you know, people making 7-hour retrospectives about Pokemon Ruby, 12-hour-long retrospectives about, you know, Skyrim, 7-hour-long retrospectives about Victorious. You know, compared to all that, like, 2 hours, 10 minutes is nothing. It's funny in hindsight. I watched a long video. I watched I think it was, oh god, what was it? I watched like an 8-hour long video yesterday. I just put it on like all day. It was
whoa.
I don't remember. It'll come to me.
Was it a Noah Caldwell Gervais?
No.
Don't know. Was it Pokemon?
I listen. I don't remember. I will probably remember at some point. We don't have to dwell on it. What were you gonna say, Oblivion?
I was gonna say I got a video recommended to me that reminded me of a thing, a mini rant perhaps. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was like a long video. It was like the first 100 levels of the Backrooms explained, and I'm like, the Backrooms? I know that mean. What do they mean levels? I thought it was just yellow empty office building. You know what the Backrooms is, right?
Yeah.
No.
It's alright. You may have seen this. It's like based on liminal spaces. There's like I think there was a video series or just a short film made of the Backrooms, which is like a dingy office building with uncanny architecture and like weird hallways, and it doesn't make sense. And
it goes on and on forever.
Yeah, it's like the sense of a liminal space, but a video of it. But then there was a monster, and the monster is scary.
That does sound scary. I think that would scare me a lot.
Yeah, well, I think nowadays there's like at least 10 or 20 people who are making Backrooms videos that are actually, for the most part, a lot of the ones I've seen are very well made. It's not a genre of video.
People really like this idea of like the sort of the feeling of being a kid lost in your parents' like office building, or like in a place where there's no people around and it's just like oppressive fluorescent lights, and it's just sort of unnerving that it's like, because like the idea is that you're there and there's no, like, you just black out and you wake up there and there's no way out and you're just trapped there forever.
Yeah, and that's an appealing prospect
for a horror setting. Yeah,
for a horror setting, it's like this infinite space that just kind of looks the same, but like doesn't really make sense, and it just stretches on forever, and you're just kind of stuck there. So yeah, like I was watching that video, and the video has to go through like 100 like versions of this. So like there's like one that's an office building, there's one that's like a basement full of pipes that goes on forever, there's one that's like a hotel lobby that goes on forever, etc. And the video was sort of like, I guess he wanted to be concise. Like he didn't really spend a lot of time on each one. The video was only an hour long to talk about 100 things. So I feel like that could have been a video that could have benefited from its length. But the other thing that I was thinking about watching it, that's not directly related to this conversation, is I kind of hate how like this cool idea of just like an infinite space that goes on forever. Like everyone's like, yeah, but where's the monster? Where's this scary stick figure that jumps out at you and goes blah? We need like 10 pages of lore, and there has to be a bunch of monsters, and they come in different types, and they have these rules, and if you blink 3 times, and then like it's just all this.
I mean that's just good horror writing. You know, you need to have like a really clear explanation of like what everything is. You need to be able to like put it on a spreadsheet.
They overcomplicate everything.
I get the compulsion.
If you can't,
like, it's a mystery. Like, I want to figure it out. But like people would just make up an idea for like something, and then people like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So that's now canon in our fanon world.
If there isn't a well understood explanation for what the monster is and its exact capabilities and what sort of taxonomy and hierarchy it exists within, then like what are we gonna make a wiki about?
Yeah, I didn't like the monster. I didn't realize how much the monster detracts from the feeling. I always like the liminal spaces posts. They're like, it's an odd feeling to see something that is a liminal space. Because it's like nostalgic, but like unnerving, and like it's still. Ugh. And it's like, what do I do here? But the Backrooms with the monsters, it just sort of becomes like, oh no, there's a Minotaur in this maze, and he's gonna get you.
These rooms would be so awesome to be in with like people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So what I'm posting here is a offshoot of the Backrooms called the Pool Rooms.
Actually, that infinite descending staircase into the abyss is actually scary, and I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, the Pool Rooms is like the better version of the Backrooms for me. And the main thing, like some people have made videos where like, ooh, spooky monster jumps out of the pool, but like there was one animation I saw that's really well done. I'm gonna link it. By what's his name? Like Matt something. Hold on. Full rooms.
I think the thing that's just it's really captivating is the apparent stillness. Like if you're standing here and you're looking at this, there's nobody around. You can keep walking, you can look around, but like there's no like sense of urgency. I feel like the sense of urgency is contrary to what the liminal space images like bring to the table. It's like if you had a Doom level in a liminal space backrooms level. It's like, or a Quake level. It'll be fun, but it would just be a Quake level.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Although I would like that now that I say it.
This is like, even knowing that like there's no like jump scare in this, like it's too tense for me to watch.
I know. It's really well done though. Like this is all just a 3D
an animation.
I mean, you think they built all of this for real?
Oh,
it's animated.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Is the camera motion?
Yeah, it's like the found footage, but like the footage is so fucking weird.
I mean,
where are they?
I mean, some of these rooms seem like they might exist in some capacity somewhere, but like not a whole complex like this. Yeah,
it's the feeling of like going into an abandoned building and not being sure if there's like somebody who's going to tell you to get out of here.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's real life, so real life doesn't have random encounters, so like, there's no monsters gonna come.
It would actually be really... Man, I don't know. I don't know what would scare me more, like, the prospect... I don't know, there's like, if I was here in one of these pool room places, it would be scary to be all alone and think, like, I'm the only one here. Like, there's like nothing. This just goes on forever and ever, and I'm the only one, and like, there's nothing else. It's just an expanse. But it's also scary to think, like, what if someone did show up? Like, what if there was someone? Like, I don't know. I would feel like, what are they gonna get me? Are they gonna do something like
we're gonna have sex with me? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, are they? I would feel like if someone finds me here, it's like they're gonna think I'm not supposed to be here. They're gonna do something to me.
Yeah, it's the sense of that possibility, because you don't know anything about this place. It's not like, oh, in 5 a.m. the janitor will come and open up. It's like you have no idea what the hell's going on. The fear comes from not seeing anything, not actually seeing a monster running after you, but assuming that it could be there.
I remembered,
it's just good fucking atmosphere.
It's thick. The atmosphere's thick. By the way, I remembered the long video I watched. It was the new LS Mark ranking every SpongeBob SquarePants episode ever. 7 hours. It's good shit.
Oh, I think I saw that and recommended.
I have watched the one he did it with The Simpsons. He did it with Family Guy. I watched both of those.
Oh yes, that guy. I haven't watched any of those. It's something about
his avatar.
Like, no, well that, but also just the idea of like ranking every episode of. I don't know. I feel like. I'm
imagine. I'm game. I'm down for it. Like, yeah, sure.
All right. Well, I mean, you can tell me then. Do they get into an acceptable or satisfying level of depth with their regards to their opinion on each episode? Or do they like say, yeah, this one was pretty good. Next one.
He will generally give. I mean, he goes more into it like that. Like, if he doesn't like it, he'll explain why. If he does like it, he'll explain why. The explanations tend to get shorter and shorter, but it's because, like, they start to fall into patterns that, like, you've seen already. Like, if a season has, like, a recurring theme that he finds really annoying, like, you know, he doesn't have to explain it multiple times. He'll just be like, oh, it's another episode like this. Only instead of this situation, it's in that situation. but it still does this, and that. So, really annoying. Didn't like it. Bottom of the list. Anyway, next episode. Some of them he'll give a pretty short explanation for, but he'll usually have a thing or two to say about each one. I mean,
I guess I like the Real Jim's like season.
I love the Real Jim
season reviews, because in a smaller capsule, when he's only talking about so many episodes, he can get more of a recommendation, or like a sense of what it's like to watch that season.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing like every episode, you're gonna forget which ones are good by the end, and it's just YouTube squish.
Well, he'll I mean, squish. You definitely forget. He doesn't keep like a running tally of the full list. He keeps a list of by season. Like, as he goes through the season, he'll rank all the episodes in the season, and then only at the end does he give you the full list of like all 900 episodes. He'll read the names off in order. Like, this is the full my full ranking for I mean, you definitely do not remember where every episode fell on the list as he goes through them. There's just like, too many.
Like, I appreciate that it's like type of like mindless content that's fun to just put on.
Yeah.
But I always like it when there's a bit of a point to the video. Like, Drew Gooden is a YouTuber who talks about all sorts of things. He made a video comparing every season of Saturday Night Live to see if it actually has gotten less funny or whatever. And he had like, that was the idea. It's like, it's a question, and he's going to answer it by watching an obscene amount of media. And it's like, oh yeah, at the end he has a conclusion and like something to talk about. At the end of watching every Simpsons episodes, I guess they just have their favorites and their least favorites.
No.
Which is less engaging for me, but it's fine.
I think, I feel like it's kind of the same, because like, I mean, there sort of is an implicit question there. It's like, well, did it get bad? Like, when did it get bad? And
when did it get bad?
Yeah.
Did it get bad after season 8? Season 10?
He does come to conclusions at the end, and he's like, yeah, so like after, like, this was kind of the point where it fell off, and like this was the like how I felt about it. Like, he has a different he comes to kind of different impressions of like Simpsons versus Family Guy versus SpongeBob. Yeah, I think it's he gives a little bit of I guess you could call it analysis. Enough that it's engaging for me anyway.
All right.
I like him. I have to pee again though, so fuck. BRB.
Dang.
Eleazar, put an image of Howard Hamlin smiling at the camera in the center of the screen and slowly zoom in for 20 seconds.
And on top of that, put a picture of Oyster smiling, please.
Oyster smiling?
Do you know Celery Man?
I don't.
It's Tim and Eric skit with.
Oh, I love Tim and Eric though.
Yeah, it's if you Google Celery Man, you'll find the clip.
Damn.
I think is it Paul Rudd? Is that his name? Guy who played Ant-Man. Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Oh my god. His coffee spilled all over.
He's Celery Man. Well, he's not Celery Man, but he's working. And
That is Paul Rudd.
He's got a computer.
Can't believe today is Sunday and tomorrow is Monday. Better Call Saul Day.
You know Bob Odenkirk is on Tim and Eric as well.
A few people from Better Call Saul. In fact, a lot of the actors in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad come from comedic backgrounds.
Yeah, I know in Breaking Bad there was the two guys, the big guy and then the little guy, ginger guy.
The ginger guy is fuck, I know his name. He was in Star Wars. I know. There's a B in his
He was
name.
the guy for F is for Family, and he's a great comedian as well.
Bill Burr. Yeah.
And the other guy, what's his character's name? Big fat guy.
Huel Bobineau.
Yeah, he is, I think, a comedian as well.
I'm back.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about comedic actors being in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I found a clip that didn't have that many views. It was from like an older show Bob Odenkirk did way before Breaking Bad, where he's like, "Man, I had a job at a law firm and I had to quit for Chuck."
Wait, you're talking about Mr. Show, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the law school sketch from Mr. Show. I've seen people suggest that that it's the same character.
Well, there's the law school sketch that has the actor for Chuck playing a law professor with, Bob Odenkirk,
right,
in the background. But there was like another show where he said he had to quit quit like a job at a law firm for a guy named Chuck.
Oh,
and
I
was
haven't seen that one.
Not Mr. Show. That was like a separate clip. Yeah, let me find it.
Oh, weird.
The Bob Odenkirk lore Breaking Bad Mr. Show Chuck saga lore web is very tangly.
Yeah, here it is.
Welcome to law school. I'm Professor Peens.
Oh, that guy is on Tim and Eric as well.
No, maybe.
Wait, you mean David Cross?
The glasses guy.
There's two
David
glasses
Cross.
guys.
The glasses guy with the no hair. Oh my god, they both have no hair. The glasses guy with the gray hoodie.
That's David Cross, yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk on news radio. This isn't Mr. Show?
This is not. I don't think this is Mr. Show. This is like some other thing where he's like, again, pre-Breaking Bad.
Oh, this is some other sketch comedy show that he did with David Cross, but not Mr. Show.
I have to feel like the creators of,
and it's got all the same fucking people. All four of these people were in Mr. Show. I don't know. I recognize all of them.
There's another guy from Mr. Show who appears in like one episode of Better Call Saul in the most recent season. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't watched. No, I haven't seen the new season.
I haven't seen a single Better Call Saul.
Mr. Show has so many actors that like went on to do other things. Like Tom Kenny is in Mr. Show. That's crazy.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, he's really funny. There's the girl. I don't know, some girl who was in, I think in 24. He was like Jack Bauer's like assistant in like the first couple seasons of 24. Was in Mr. Show. There's a bunch more. Yeah, I would think a bunch of people who went on to be in Tim and Eric and stuff.
This guy from this Tim and Eric skit was also a major character in Better Call Saul as well. He played Cliff Main.
Lol. I can't wait to watch that and be like, oh, the syncophone guy.
Yeah, he plays a very important character. Well, maybe not super important, but I think he's important. I love Cliff Main. He's just an old man who's trying to be a good lawyer.
It had been a long time since the last Better Call Saul season came out, right?
Yeah, like a 2-year gap or something.
Okay, then I think I was caught up because I watched it a few years ago. I think
did he get to the part with the Germans?
Ooh, I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell.
German engineers building. Does that ring a bell?
Not really. So maybe I.
Oh my god, you might not have even seen season 4 then.
You know what? I don't think I did see season 4.
Shoot, you gotta catch up.
And I don't remember what happened in season 3. I'm so fucking stupid, man. I don't remember anything. Oh god, no! I don't remember what happened in the show. I almost said Mr. Show.
You gotta watch retrospective lore video.
I should watch LS Mark rank every episode of Better Call Saul, and that will tell...
just watch the show instead.
Why would I watch the show when I can watch an 8-hour-long YouTube video explaining the show?
What? Yeah, instead of watching a season for 8 hours,
watch an even longer, even more time listening to a YouTuber tell me about it. I should watch fucking. Oh, I watched a video. It was explaining how like React content is basically wage theft, and he's pretty much right. No, really? I agreed with it. I think they made a really compelling case.
What was the case?
Well, the case is basically okay. He used an example of some YouTuber who like his whole thing is just reacting to stuff, like, and it's basically just the idea that someone who does reaction content, basically it's other people, like, you know, invest the time and the effort and the money into making content, but that just becomes the content of a React streamer, and that at the same time that person's reaction content is also like taking views away from not just the person that made the content originally, but just the broader YouTube ecosystem.
Do you know? Are you certain that they're taking views away?
He made a pretty compelling case that they do. Yeah,
because
I feel like sure that for certain things, once you see somebody react to it, you don't care to go and check it out yourself because you've already seen it.
I think that's most.
Well, React channels now. I think it really depends on the relative sizes of the audience, though. Like, if they're like a big channel and you're like a small channel, that would probably bring more exposure than you'd have otherwise, and then you could get a lot more fans from that.
Okay. Yes.
I wonder what the math is on that.
Like if you're small and a big React channel reacts to something, then like that's gonna bring exposure. But I think in terms of like the entire ecosystem of YouTube, of like what are people watching, the general trend is like if people are watching React content, they're not watching original content, and so on the whole, it does like take views away from other people who make content and funnel it into people who merely aggregate it in the form of reaction content. And I think it's true. I agreed with it. What was that? How did
I only ever look at reaction videos for things I've already seen?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if that's how most people do it. But how did I even get on this topic?
I guess most people are just sad. I know we're talking about Better Call Saul and then this happened. I don't know.
Why did I bring this up? I had a point that I wanted to make.
You mentioned someone made a video about React channels being bad.
Yeah.
Wage theft.
Yeah.
No, but why did I bring that video up? Shit. What were we talking about before?
Something on the topic of watching long explanations of things instead of watching the thing.
Oh, yeah. I think that was all in service of I was gonna joke that I was just gonna watch like so and so like react to Better Call Saul instead of watching Better Call Saul.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
yeah, that's it. That's all.
I do watch people react to Better Call Saul, and because when it's like
network television, I feel like
other people thought.
When it's network television, I don't think it has the same. Yeah. I don't care that much.
Well, especially because to avoid copyright detection, they have to they can't even show the whole episode. They just they have to edit it down to just half the length of the actual episode, just like the highlights.
That makes sense.
What I would agree is wage theft is when channels are like, if you want to see the unedited full reaction, sign up for my Patreon. People who do that, I'm like, that's a little scummy.
What the fuck?
Wait.
hey, I reacted to How to Train Your Dragon. If you want to watch, but I can only show like 30 minutes worth of highlights on YouTube. If you want to see my full unedited reaction, go to Patreon. I'm like, wouldn't that be more of a copyright violation since it's behind a paywall? Also, who would pay for that?
Absolutely is.
Like, who would pay money to see that? Like, you could buy the movie for the price of that.
I mean, reaction content has always been like a how legal is it actually sort of thing.
If you just,
I feel like if somebody is like commentating, like you can do a commentary of a thing. You're not really supposed to put the film in there. You can have a commentary track that you can play with the film that you own. But like a reaction YouTuber, is it a video they have of just the whole film?
Here's the video. Here's the video that I saw. Yeah. Reactors, the professional parasites, how everyone loses except the
I'd believe it even if it was false, because I just don't like reaction content.
I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, wait, I know this guy. He attacked Dream.
Wait, Dark Viper or Asmongold?
Yeah, Dark Viper. He fucking confronted Dream on his cheating bullshit and like called him out pretty hard when it happened. And Dream was like, "Oh no, man. No, let me convince you that I'm not cheating." And he would.
Oh well,
pretty good.
We
Dream
all know how
was
that
a doity cheater.
Yeah, I don't think I've never seen or heard Dream, but I have a strong negative opinion of him from everything that I've heard. He's able to pull off cool like Minecraft stunts when playing against his friends and speedrunning while they try and kill him and all that shit. But like over time, more and more, it feels like the videos are becoming more like staged. Yeah.
And he's also kind of a dick. He's just kind of a dickhead. He's a real Ben Saint on that Twitter, just going out attacking people or some shit. I actually don't know if he attacks people.
I don't believe for a second that he is anything like me.
You know, probably not.
That just doesn't track.
Look, I can't rule it out if I haven't checked.
I mean, okay, yeah, true. Yeah. Maybe.
I won't take any chances.
Oh, there's a new Sean video.
The weirdest thing.
Okay, I'll watch that later. Yeah.
The weirdest thing to come out of that was the fucking number file guy making a video about Dream.
Matt Parker?
Was freaky.
Yeah,
Matt Parker. That was crazy.
I don't know if I saw. I mean, I think it was Carl Jobs. I think I heard Carl Jobs explain how like Dream definitely cheated. So I heard
Carl Jobs
or Jobs. I don't know how to say it. Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe you're correct. I don't know. All I know is that this video is the best video by far on all of that stuff because it's maths.
Yeah,
real math.
I can trust Matt Parker to be somewhat good at maths.
I was convinced that mathematically it was. I mean, at this point, he's admitted to cheating, so
yeah.
It's not that there's any question about it, but yeah, back then when it was kind of a new thing, I remember I watched. I think it was the Carl Jobs video. It was like, okay, so the math says that he definitely cheated, and he's just a liar.
Dream is such. I mean, he's a product of the way the algorithm and luck can elevate complete who cares nobodies into such positions of power. He's just some kid. And he's like, I didn't cheat. I've hired a real astrophysicist to prove otherwise. And it became news. He's just some... Yeah. He's just a little brat. And he's like a god.
You know
the world made him a god.
Yeah. What's even more than Dream is Mr. Beast. And specifically Mr. Beast's worthless friends. Yeah. They just look like kids who sat in school and played Call of Duty and did nothing, and now they're like millionaires because they're friends with a guy.
I don't know anything about them, or all I know about Mr. Beast is that's just the guy who spends tons of money on stuff, right?
Well, he like gives like tens of thousands of dollars to people all the fucking time in his videos. That's pretty cool. I like that he gives like a lot of money away.
It's very clickable content to see some person get given a free car and their reaction. And they're like, "Oh my god, what? A free car?"
Last person to leave the circle wins $2 million, and it's like 100 people standing in a big circle, and every day they make the circle smaller, or they throw in little hazards to fuck with them, or if they're like, oh, if you walk outside the circle on this plank, you can get like $30,000 right now, but if you fall off the plank, you get nothing. It's just fucking with just dangling money in front of people like keys. But like even when people lose, you'll still give them a couple thousand anyway, just to be nice. And it's like, okay.
I mean, sure, yeah. I guess.
I don't find the content like that interesting, but like the fact that it's as big as it is amusing and like interesting in that way. It's like, well, like I saw this video where he made a chocolate factory, like Willy Wonka, and he had people go through the chocolate factory doing tasks, and if they win, they get to own the factory. But then at the end, he's like, actually, you can sell me that factory for like $100,000 or something. And so it's just like giving people money. But like funny. He had like
that's a very funny thing to do.
Yeah, and it's like that's kind of cool. The actual content is kind of YouTuber screamy, like not really my thing. Just the fact that he had like all of that, like a huge set. So many camera crews, like all of these
like
props
when he built
things
Squid
going off.
Game,
Chocolate River.
That was like, he actually did that.
I think it was just brown water, but I mean that's how it was in the movie.
Yeah.
Now that's content.
Yeah.
We need 100 Mr. Beasts, and then just there'd be so much great content.
If we had 100 Mr. Beasts, everyone would have a. Sorry, I was distracted by a dinosaur image.
No, that's the ending of Better Call Saul. Kim goes to the dinosaurs. It's true.
Oh, darn.
We spoiled it.
I don't know who any of that is.
These are characters from Better Call Saul, and they're cool.
That's a guy from Mr. Show. That was a famous guy who was on Mr. Show, just like everybody...
more like Better Cock Sauce, am I right?
I don't...
You know. Before I watched Ivor's show, my friends were telling me about Better Call Saul, and I'm like, Better Call Saul, more like Better Fuck Chuck. And they were laughing. They were laughing real hard, because little did I know what would actually happen when I watched the show.
I just realized that picture of Saul and Mike is in the AVGN room.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
They need some lotion. They're looking a little tan.
They're looking a little blotchy. They look like they could use some grafts. Save them. Okay.
With voicemails.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna say we've been going for 2.5 hours. Is it time to go to voicemails?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Go to speakpipe.com/PCP voicemails. Is that? Yes. Is that the? Yeah. To leave a voicemail. Okay. Let's see here. Did we listen to this one called Serious Question Time?
Hang on, I just gotta close my window in case moths come in.
I drew giant testicles during this recording, by the way. Just wanted to let people know that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Did we listen to this Vokaru one called Son of a Glitch? No, we heard this one, didn't we?
What one?
This one called Son of a Glitch, Vokaru.
Yes, we did.
There's multiple, potentially. Let's listen just in case.
All right. Let's try this Vokaru one. Wait, wasn't this you, Oblivion?
Yeah. Okay. These are me. I know. Okay. I sent one in like right after you stopped recording last week, so this is probably a new one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's listen. 3, 2, 1, go.
My favorite show on the internet, son of a glitch.
Here's the top 5 video games I've put in my asshole. Number 1, Mario.
You put them in.
Now that's content.
There is no game called Mario that's Super Mario Brothers or Mario Brothers or Mario Go typing.
I think the full quote was Mario, all of them, but I cut it short. So, son of a glitch, I should confess, right? Me and my friend Made, who the pilot he worked on is coming out like tomorrow.
Pilot?
It's called Monkey Wrench. It's a show by Zurel, a big YouTube animator.
Oh, he's working on that.
He made a 22-minute long pilot episode of a show. Made worked on a bunch of scenes for it, and Zurel did all the cleanup. Imagine a 22-minute TV quality animation where all the line work for all the animation was done by one guy. Insane. Yeah, Zurel did all the cleanup. But anyways,
how long did it take to...
at least 3 years. But anyways, me and Made, we played Minecraft. We played the new update. It was spooky. It was scary, and we were just goofing around. And I recorded it, and we were doing funny video game reviewer voices, and I just clipped a bunch of those and just made them into voicemails. So that's what all that shit is.
Okay, I'm glad we know the
now you know
the backstory of Son of a Glitch.
There's probably going to be even more. Who knows?
Shower me with them. Sure. The next non-worthless voicemail is, I think it's this one called Pigeon Circus in Tampa. I just posted it there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Konnichiwa.
Okay.
This samurai-sama. Benno Sentosa. You have dishonored samurai master.
True.
Shinzo Abe-san. Conservative national icon desu. Baka you. Leftist. Benno Sentosa. Appoyozo. Woku morale. We'll see. Who cancels. Until next time. Sayonara.
I fucking love that quote so much.
I gave the assassin his contraption. Yeah, I found it in my basement. Wait a minute. That reminds me of this guy who I found on Twitter. His name is Seph-sama, or Sephiroth Sword, and I cannot tell if he is satirizing something, or if this is like how he is. I don't know. Check this fucking tweet out. Just
what?
Man. Okay, and then he made a video of himself. Okay, I got two more of this guy's tweets. His tribute. He made a video of himself, video montage of himself drawing his tribute to Shinzo Abe, and the tribute is this right here. And okay, looking at this, I know you'd think this is like a parody, right? You'd think this is like satire, but I don't know. Because this guy, I've checked out some of his videos, and like there's no artistry to them at all. There's no sense that like he's doing a bit. There's no like delivery. There's no comedy to them. It's just...
How do you keep finding these weirdos?
I found this guy a while ago, and I just followed his Twitter because he was funny. But then I just saw this Abe tribute, and I was like, "Whoa, this guy is delivering! This guy is delivering art." Oh my! I don't know if anyone wants to like look more deeply into Sephiroth-sama.
He's even got a little Sonic on the end of his Buster Sword.
I genuinely do not know what to think of this guy, but I am fascinated. That's all. The next.
I had a realization though. I just realized something.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm just getting a screenshot here.
I cannot wait to see what you've uncovered.
Yeah, this is a little bit wild. I don't think we were meant to see this, but oh no.
Oh no. Konnichiwa.
Oh no, Chiwa.
Ben Orochi-sama.
I think I cracked the code.
Is that Mike Scully? No, it's the other guy.
It's James P. Sullivan.
Mike Scully.
That's the green guy, right? That's his name. I've never seen Monsters, Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Why did I say Scully?
Because this guy's is Sully.
Sully.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Same energy. They're the same guy. They're identical.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Oh my god, there's a spider so close to me.
Ew. There was a daddy longlegs the other day in my room. That's pretty rare. There's not usually bugs in here, which is like the one nice thing. The one good thing I could say about my shitty apartment is that there's usually not bugs in my room. And on that day, that failed. Even that, it failed to clear even that low bar. Anyway, what?
It's like the tiny little garden spider, the size of like a piece of crumb. And he was leisurely walking up the wall. Oh no, he stopped and then he's going.
Yeah, I found there was a daddy longlegs walking around near like the end of my bed, which was like not on the bed, just like at the floor near it. And then on a paper plate that I had been eating a sandwich on, I found there was like a tiny little spider walking around on it. Sucks. Hate this shit. The next voicemail, I'm posting it now. Shit, I already posted it. It's called Prince in the Big City. I think I know what this is about. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. Boston. The Big Apple. I finally arrived. Amazing. RFCK Con 7, here I come. Anyways, I guess the first thing I should do is go and kill Ben Saint.
Yeah, number one.
But I have to figure out one thing before I can get to his location by my preferred mode of transportation. Where are the bike lanes?
Where are the bike lanes?
This guy is like Danish or something. He lives in some fruity little European country where
Boston,
they ride bikes.
I heard Boston
wheels.
had great walkability and stuff, but no bike lanes.
Yeah, not
true?
bike ability.
That fucking sucks. Fuck Boston.
There aren't many bike lanes. It's true.
You just gotta have Heelys. You just gotta have rollerblades.
Actually, you might be right.
I mean, people do ride bikes around. I don't think we don't have dedicated bike lanes. I think you just ride on the fucking.
Oh my god!
Just ride in the breakdown lane.
You ride right in the middle of the road to avoid cars going either way.
Actually, did you see?
Yeah, right down the middle in between. Yep.
Did you see that fruity?
Eye of the storm.
That fruity document that the Texas GOP cooked up a few weeks ago.
A fruity document from the GOP? Nah.
The Texas GOP released a document that was full of absolutely psycho insane shit that they want to do if they win. And it's Texas, so they're going to. But this is like worse than you think if you haven't heard of it already. Like,
I mean, I think they want to, make gay marriage illegal.
That's one thing.
Outlaw gender
sodomy.
That's outlaw gender. Period.
Yeah. Okay. So like, on regards to that, they want to get rid of, gay marriage. Obviously, they
contraception. No more contraception allowed.
They want to get rid of contraception. They want to get rid of all sex education at all levels and all grades, even harm prevention and risk aversion. They want to get rid of that education too.
Right.
It's
so that they can more easily take advantage of them.
Preventing harm is so fucking woke. We gotta stop.
Yeah, we can't teach kids about stranger danger. Like even that's got to go. Apparently.
Yeah,
that's pretty woke.
Because they'll think we're strangers.
Yeah, they want to like make it like super hard to get a divorce. They want to abolish the minimum wage. They want to abolish paid leave of all kinds, including family leave and sick leave. They want to, just normal stuff. They want to declassify carbon dioxide as a greenhouse gas. They want to have it written into law that science is wrong, apparently. They want to ban high-speed rail. They want to ban funding
what do you mean ban high-speed rail?
They want to make it illegal to build high-speed rail anywhere, even on private property.
Because they want cars instead, right?
What the fuck?
They want to make it illegal. Insane. They wanted to make it illegal to publicly fund slow rail. They want to make it illegal to fund alternate lanes for bike lanes and bus lanes, and any infrastructure, even sidewalks potentially. I
didn't think you were going to surprise me, but yeah, wow.
This is like comedically evil, but like, what are they? Are they trying to get votes from this?
I don't know.
Who likes this? Like,
I
understand.
I know some people do
liking no gay marriage. Like backwoods hillbillies, losers, bigots. They have their social issues, but like, who is against train? I mean,
yeah,
like illegal to make new trains. Like, are people seething about trains existing?
I think
trains are commie shit. Clearly.
I think it's just one of. I think that's probably just one that like most people don't care about.
Yeah,
like
but
most. That's something they want to do. Like that's not most people's like top of their like issues list.
Yeah, and the same document also has multiple sections about we believe in small government. It's like fuck off. No, you don't. This is not small government banning building basic shit. They also want to abolish That's a say the line, Bart. Let's just say the line, Bart. Small government. Yay! Yeah. Abolish the Environmental Protection Agency. Repeal the Endangered Species Act. Eliminate campaign contribution limits. That's clearly a good idea.
That's not if that doesn't just give the game away right there.
Yeah, they also want electoral college, like the electoral college for all like Congress appointments from Texas, which would basically like guarantee 100% Republicans getting in from here, which would be dumb,
right,
and anti-democratic.
Right.
There's also a section about like teachers being forced to have guns in class, among other normal shit. I think. The average conservative, doesn't want a minimum wage and wants no sick leave and family leave. I think that's pretty normal. It's pretty normal stuff. I think they're appealing to the base. I joke. This is like insane
I don't know.
shit.
Honestly, I do. They might, for all I know. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Kai's mom is like very like conservative, but like even she is like, oh, like this shit's like fucking nuts. Like I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know.
It really does like.
If only it would trigger some self-reflection. Like, is this what I've been voting for all along?
Oh, actually.
I mean, I think it actually might. When it gets to this... this far...
No.
I think...
Sorry, it won't. I promise.
Well...
It would have already. It would have already.
What I mean is that there are a lot of people who voted Republican, voted for Donald Trump, that aren't quite as insane as all of that. I feel like the people who love all of those things listed are not enough of a majority to win like the entire presidency. If they're going like full mask off evil policies everywhere, the Republicans are not going to look as good. Right?
Yeah. I don't think it matters. They wouldn't share this information if it would hurt their their electoral chances.
My favorite addition that I haven't yet mentioned is compelled speech. Remember when Jordan Peterson lied about Bill C-16 and talked about how the government's going to force you to use people's preferred pronouns? They're going to force you not to use people's preferred pronouns. They've classified social transition as abuse, and anyone facilitating it in any way is breaking the law is another thing they want to do for anyone under the age of 21. So if you have a friend who's 21 or younger and you call them she, and that's not what they were assigned, you're breaking the law.
I would say, as a conservative, as a Republican voter, I would say that freedom of speech is pretty woke and should probably be abolished. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a small government libertarian, I do think that freedom of speech is Marxism.
I really, the long and short, I want to get out of Texas. This place is starting to fucking suck. It's getting real bad.
Out. I mean,
Texas is bad. Well, I mean,
I like to be optimistic that human beings are not what these policies imply about humans. Like, there's plenty of people like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't think most people are like, yes, we should defund the railways. I don't think most people are like into that, but I just don't think I think people who are socially conservative will continue to vote Republican basically regardless of all this other stuff, because that's all like secondary.
Yeah, like the impression I get from Kaya's relatives is that like they would all, if you told them about any of the stuff, they'd say that shit's all insane and crazy and stupid. But they're also like, well, I don't know, I'm never voting for a Democrat. My daddy voted Republican, and they just do it. And that's as far as I think about it. Which is bad. Another reason I have to get out is because I wouldn't be able to get a U.S. citizenship if they pass all this shit. Because another thing is citizenship becomes impossible unless your biological parents are U.S. citizens, which is translation for no one can immigrate at all.
I heard, man, I don't remember where I read this. It might have just been an anecdote or something, but like, I think it was about Romney. Like apparently, like voters, like Romney could say, like, I plan to, like, I am running for governor or whatever. I'm running for senator. Like, you know, my platform is I am going to, you know, like cut taxes, basically cut taxes for the rich and for corporations, and like raise taxes on, you know, the poor and middle class. And he could just say that, and people just would not believe it. People would just like that, like you, and then you could tell someone like, yeah, this is his platform, and people would just be like, there's no way that's his platform. Like, there's no way he's actually running, even though like he was, right? Maybe it wasn't about Romney, it was but like
some guy.
I think people just don't like. People just like don't. I don't know. Like, they'll vote Republican even if you tell them that. They'll just be like, nah, that can't be right. Like, nah, you can't. They can't really. Yeah, but they're not really gonna. You know, like, no, that's all just all that stuff about defunding the rail and like no minimum wage and like freedom of speech is illegal. That's all. That's not what like. No, they're the party of small government. Like, they're not actually gonna do that. So like, we can still vote for them just to kill trans people, and like, so it's it's fine. It's fine.
All that other stuff is just trans people.
Yeah,
there's that guy Mark Burns in South Carolina who was running for Congress, who went on a podcast and talked openly about how he wants to execute all the LGBT people, and went through his step-by-step plan on how they would legally kill off all the fucking gay and trans people. And he ranted about that for like 2 minutes, and then the people on the podcast clapped and said, wow, this is our guy, everyone. They literally said the our guy thing.
No, it's okay. You'd only have to kill like a few. You'd only have to do a few public executions, and then like, you know, the fear that would create would drive all the rest back into the closet. So like, we wouldn't actually have to kill that many. So like, it's good actually.
Ugh.
Yeah. Woo!
Done.
Let's give him a hand.
America is a fuck.
Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
But he got 25% of the vote even after saying that. That's like halfway to win.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, because most people just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put them all in one place and set it on fire.
I wonder. I'm starting to wonder if we're gonna balkanize. It's kind of starting to feel that way. I know that's I'm probably jumping the gun. But like, I don't know. We might balkanize over this shit, man.
What is balkanizing?
It's when it's like what happened in the Balkans. It's like, they split up a country into like a bunch of small like independent states. I'm saying the United States would like split into
small
several. Yeah.
Then
that would be
then all the people born in the wrong
on many levels.
Especially for people who are stuck living with their parents who can't get out of the shitty part they were born into.
Oh, I mean,
aside from
like it would living in the balkanized, like, fucking, I don't know, the conservative Republic of Texas or whatever, with no like federal oversight would be like Saudi Arabia. It would be on that level. Like if you're not straight and white, and probably male, you would not want to live there. So I'm not saying it's good, but
hey, COVID, come back. We miss you.
It's still here actually.
No, but I mean, like, really come back. Like put everyone.
They're trying.
Don't think it's gone.
They want to ban contact tracing, so they're trying to bring COVID back.
What do you mean ban contact trace? What does that even mean?
Contact tracing is like if someone catches COVID, like they would like be like, okay, like where have you been like for the last like week or two since you were contagious? What areas have you visited so we can like keep an eye out for more cases?
How would you ban that?
They want to make it illegal to ask people where they've been, I guess, because they don't want information on where the disease is spreading, because I guess that invades privacy, maybe. I don't know.
Wow, abolish no-fault divorce.
Yeah, and also have a 6-month waiting period for any divorce, regardless of the reason. So if like they're like beating you and trying to kill you, well, you have to wait 6 months, even in like extreme situations. They're just crazy. They want you to die. They want you to suffer. They want you to have no money. They want rich people to control everything. They're like very transparent about it. I don't understand.
People like genuinely don't believe it. Like the average person would see this list. I don't think they would read this list and be like, this is bad. I think that they would read it and be like, well, no way. This is all just talk, I
wrote that list myself. I read the document. That's all in there.
Oh, very nice. Oh. I just most people got their like 1 or 2 issues, and like anything else is just not gonna move them on whatever it is. So I selfishly, I feel like it would be cool to be rid of these freaks if we balkanized, and I would be safe in the liberal what do you call it? I would be straight in the liberal Commonwealth of New England or whatever. But then the Republicans would probably just like declare war or something. They would probably do some
war
shit
too.
Yeah, so it's only a fantasy. Probably shouldn't be rooting for it.
On his fucking Truther website, he liked someone like Truth. Damn, I guess it's time for a civil war to deal with these fucking gays or whatever. I don't know what the actual issue was about, and Trump just liked that fucking Truth tweet. I fucking hate that website.
Truth, the
Twitter
the
clone,
website.
where instead of tweets, it's truths. I fucking hate it. It's annoying. They're destroying language. They say we're destroying language, but they're destroying language, I swear.
You want to listen to the next voicemail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please save me.
The next voicemail, I already posted it. It's Prince in the Big City 2. It's up above the list there.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ben, that is like the fourth cop car that I see riding around Boston. You're not doing your fucking job. Oh, by the way, I'm Dutch. Just to explain the last voicemail.
Yeah.
I'm Dutch. I don't understand why you people think it's acceptable to to paint fucking bike signals onto the concrete road that huge fucking cars drive across all day.
I know, right?
That's just asking for bike people to get turned into goddamn roadkill. But anyways, looking forward to the first cyclist I see splattered across the pavement.
I haven't seen one yet.
Anyways, Boston's nice. See ya.
Well, yeah,
they're 100% correct.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he's here early. I think RFCK-Con is like this weekend. It's just a bunch of RFCK people getting together in a house in Boston. I'll probably go visit, say hi. So that'll be fun.
But it is the weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend's almost over.
I mean next weekend.
I see.
Or I think it was, it's the 21st. I remember we were going to judge the next art contest during it on the 21st, so I think that's, or maybe it's all this week. I don't actually know. I should check. I should check when it's happening. I guess Prince is here early. Okay, and then a bunch of worthless ones that don't count. Okay, next one is an iconic PCP character returns, ? Posting it now. There it is. 3, 2, 1, go. Can you hear it?
Nope. I hear
is the
scrabbling.
Is the joke that the iconic character is inaudible?
Wait, this is a guy from the other week who was just fucking whispering the whole time and you couldn't understand him.
Yeah, I think so.
It's that guy again. I turned it up really loud. It's just him. He's so funny.
Can you tell what he's saying?
Yeah, he's saying.
I see. Cool.
The viewers will hear it.
Next voicemail. Prince in the Big City 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why are there so many flags in this country? What are they trying to tell me? What are they trying to say? Why are the flags in the metro station behind glass? Let them out.
Let them out.
Let them out.
I don't know how to answer this.
Yeah, why are they behind glass?
To keep them clean.
Let them out. Other
No.
flags shouldn't be out.
Dirty.
They gotta be
They'll
kept
get
safe
dirty.
from all the dirty leftists who are gonna burn them down.
They put them in a nice frame to display them so that they don't get touched by dirty fucking tourists. Dirty communist Europeans that come here and want to touch our flags.
I just wanted to touch the
grubby.
flag. I just wanted to put my greasy palms on their flag, and I couldn't reach it.
I know. That's what all you non-Americans want to do. You just want to get your fingerprints all over stars and bars. And
oh my god!
It's upsetting.
I have a beautiful New Zealand flag, right? Sadly, the flag design we never got to change. I was like, if we were in a house, I want to fly the New Zealand flag and the American flag together. And I had to be warned. I can't fly the New Zealand flag higher than the American one, or someone might just fucking shoot me. And also, it's against the law.
Wait, there's a law about putting the American flag at the top?
Is it a Texas thing?
It's against the law for other flags to be flown higher than an American flag.
That is
cool.
Very
normal.
I love small government. It's so small I can barely see it.
I love small government, and that's why I like it that the big government isn't telling the smaller state governments that they have to not take our rights away, letting them ban abortion if they want to. That's small government. Small government is when federal government lets state government ban you from doing things.
Yes.
I'd put like a bunch of flags, the trans flag at the top, and a bunch of like other like LGBT flags, and then the American flag right at the bottom, tracking in the mud. It's like sliding all over the mud. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna take you out. You can't fucking do this.
Is this a date?
You can't. No, this is a war. Next voicemail is called "It Was Ben's Twitter banner from when they outlawed vaping." 3, 2, 1, go.
The first panel of that comic was inspired, like you saying, that was inspired by
yes
your old Twitter banner,
the one where I'm squatting next to the.
I had then heard a song called "Dancing Is Not a Crime,"
the fire hydrant,
unless you do it without me, by Panic at the Disco, and
I see.
From that, I had this little parody idea in my mind, following the song, I guess, where it's like vaping's not a crime unless you do it without me. And
okay,
the melody of the song follows.
I see.
I could never manage lyrics very well. I just had that first bit, the chorus.
No, I get you, man.
But yeah, deep cuts. So just some minutes too deep.
I don't know if this voicemail needed to be 1:09, but thanks for the explanation. Next one is called Candyman Ben. Postin', there it is. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Ben, just wanted to say that orange slice candy, fucking delicious. I think it's a noble pursuit to try and recreate it. I do have a theory as far as how they're made. I think that they basically just whip a bunch of fucking air into the syrup to create that texture. And maybe if you, I don't know, used a mixer or just took a whisk and beat the syrup as fast as you could while you're making it, you could probably get similar results. I don't know. I think it's worth a shot at the very least. Anyway, good luck with your candy making endeavors.
I think baking soda. I found a recipe that called for baking soda. I never tried putting it in there. I did manage to make some that were solid. They were very hard. They were very tough. Well, not tough, but they were very solid and they really sticky. But they didn't quite have the consistency I was looking for. Baking soda might have improved it. I kind of changed my focus. I might come back to that at some point. Next one is, oh god, we got another Prince in the Big City.
The Prince in the Big City episode.
This is episode 4. There's no subtitle. 3, 2, 1, go.
So Ben mentioned on the last episode that he's thinking of getting on Tinder again. But Ben, unfortunately, I am in Boston right now, and I am on Tinder right now. And what I'm going to do is take all of the hot girls and take them with me back to the Netherlands. And I will make sure that you never get laid, and Boston will be for virgins and not for lovers.
That's just the status quo.
Boston is for virgins.
That's just you're telling me more of the same is coming, and I'm ready for it. Next one is called. Okay, there's an image link. But here's the voicemail. It's called Anyway Big News. 3, 2, 1, go. And here's the image.
Oh, lobster.
Lobster is back. I see.
This is another one from Prince. This is Prince. I think he might be. Yeah, Lobster is back. He might be reacting to Papagino's, which is he might have heard us talk about. Me and Nate talk about that as like our favorite New England pizza chain. Or one that we're familiar with anyway. I don't know if it's my favorite. Anyway, Lobster's back on the menu, and it's never going away, baby. Okay, next one is a Vocaroo link, which I will get soon. Download, show in folder. There we go. Here it is. Okay, no subtitle. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, friends. I have a very important message here for you. It is welcome. Make sure you go very close to the microphone so you can hear a very important message. Okay?
Okay.
Are you here? Closer.
Okay.
Closer.
Oh, it's a fake, you idiot! I bought it at the party store! Did someone say party?
I don't know what to... Okay.
He got us with a SpongeBob.
Is that a SpongeBob?
I think it was. It sounded like Patrick and then Squidward.
No, it didn't.
I thought that was like the Stalker episode with the guy who was like going to kill SpongeBob.
What?
Did someone say party? I thought that was Squidward.
I don't even listen. I just listened to LS Mark explain all the episodes, and I don't know what you're talking about. So,
if you don't even know every instance,
good attention,
every single bit of dialogue from every episode by watching the video.
I really got my 7 hours worth out of that experience. I guess. Anyway, that was the last voicemail, or the last one that I'm going to play because the rest are trash. This guy. Is this the... No. This isn't the bully.
I think he was talking about his mustache being a fake that he bought at the party store. He's been trying to kill SpongeBob this whole time, and then he keeps getting interrupted. I'm pretty sure that's the plot of that episode.
I've been seeing, that clown girl from fucking Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a GIF going around where, she snaps her suspenders and the boobs pop, and then SpongeBob and Patrick go, "They were fake," and then some tough biker fish goes, "Of course they were fake." I
saw that exact same thing you're talking about.
I've seen it posted a couple of times, so that's what that reminded me of. But it wasn't the same audio, so I think it's just a coincidence.
I think that was that audio was from the SpongeBob movie with the biker guy. I guess I just know my SpongeBob. I haven't seen SpongeBob in like 10 years, but I saw it so many times as a kid.
It's funny. I watched it some as a kid. I rewatched the first couple of seasons a few years ago, and it's really funny. I remember thinking on my rewatch, I remember getting to the end of season 3 and being like, I already kind of feel the quality declining. Like it's not bad yet, but it feels like it's getting worse, and we're only in season 3. And
just
then
like
I watched the video.
Pony.
And I watched that video, and Mark is like, basically after season 3 or 4, it goes way off the deep end. It gets immediately worse, right after that. It's like, huh.
Well, yeah, that's the
Simpsons
thing of
10 years.
That's the thing of most shows. Usually, after they hit 64 episodes, they start fucking up, or usually after a third season, they start fucking up. Simpsons is kind of an outlier in that it managed to last for quite a bit longer.
I know Simpsons is an outlier, but I feel like SpongeBob is kind of the Simpsons of its generation. In that it's to an extent. So they did 3 seasons. I thought it would stay good longer.
They did 3 seasons and then a movie, and then immediately after the movie, it was pretty it was a sharp turn downhill. I remember.
I remember the movie. I don't think I've even watched a single full episode of SpongeBob, but I saw the movie for some reason.
Really?
Wait, really?
I've seen like clips, I've seen bits, I've seen half of an episode. I never watched it like at normal because it wasn't on TV for like the channels I could access.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
that was like one of the only shows we could access in New Zealand like consistently.
Was it not on British television?
It maybe was on satellite or something. I didn't have Cartoon Network either. I didn't have Nickelodeon. I didn't have any of that. I had like different things. I had Dick and Dom and the Bungalow, which was great.
I don't. You didn't have Mega Man on the NES, but you had fucking Jet Set Willy on the ZX Spectrum. So this is just as good.
Just as good.
Yeah.
No, there was like occasional like things of SpongeBob. I just don't remember like ever being like around when it started. I just caught the end of an episode a couple times.
I remember when it started airing, and I watched the premiere because I was a kid, and I would just watch it sometimes when it was on. I guess I liked it well enough. And I think, then I kind of stopped watching cartoons for as much, like when I went to college or whatever. Like I didn't watch much TV. And then I was surprised, maybe in the last maybe probably less than 10 years, but in the last like 5 to 10 years, the sort of the dice of history landed, and it's like, SpongeBob was kind of like the show for like the Zoomer generation. It's just like they all grew up watching it, and I was like, huh, really? That show. I mean, I guess it's fine.
It's definitely
I like it fine. I guess I never would have suspected that would happen when it premiered.
Comparing SpongeBob to The Simpsons is very appropriate because The Simpsons and SpongeBob were the only two. No, they were the only two cartoons that like never stopped airing in New Zealand. Pretty much, I think SpongeBob must have started right when I was a kid because I think. Like when I was like of television watching age, because every time I would come home from school, you tune to Channel 2 and Studio 2 would be on, and the presenters would talk about a funny thing, and then they would play an episode of SpongeBob, and then like an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you switch to Channel 3 and Malcolm in the Middle is on, and then after that is The Simpsons, and that was like it for like 10 years. And it was only the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob on
What more do
I
you
saw,
need than SpongeBob, Yu-Gi-Oh, The Simpsons, and Malcolm in the Middle?
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh would occasionally swap out for something else. It would be SpongeBob and another show, and then Channel 3 was Malcolm in the Middle for a long time, but there was always The Simpsons, and they would do reruns all the time. Like the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob, I must have seen at least like 8 times because I was very familiar with the order of the episodes would be in by the end. Like, I'm like, oh, next week's going to be the fucking Shanghai episode with the, where they're on the Flying Dutchman ship. And after that, there'll be like this episode. Like me and my sister would figure it out and we'd like get excited for the episodes coming up that we really liked. And I don't know. SpongeBob was good. It's funny. It holds up. The first few seasons anyway. It's good.
Yeah, like I said, I watched them a couple years ago. And I mean, I only watched the first 3 seasons and they were all good.
That's good. Yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Any UK heads in the audience remember Mona the Vampire?
Actually, that's familiar.
Mona the Vampire.
This is like all those like funny like Canadian puppet shows.
Yeah, except
I've never heard of, but only Canadians know. Yeah.
There's the story of Tracy Beaker.
These are so fucking funny. I know you make some of these up. Like half of these.
I've never made anything up. Dick and Dom in the Bungalow is probably the funniest sounding one.
That can't be a real program.
No, it was great. It's like you get a bunch of rowdy like 7-year-olds, 7-year-olds, like 10 to like 11, 9-year-olds. Get them in a room, and it's like a game show. Variety show with 2 like wacky zany comedian guys who are in their early 20s jumping around, throwing custard pies at each other, and all the kids are screaming, and then they watch cartoons, and there's like puppet shows and like games, and it's insane. I loved it. It was my favorite show. It came on every Saturday from 9 to 11.
Did you guys see I think a guy who was in Black Panther is like making a dark and gritty Barney reboot? Yeah, stupid.
They already did that. It was called Deltarune.
Yeah, it seems like a project that shouldn't exist, and maybe it won't. But this saw the story going around Twitter. The quote was like, "Oh, oh, ew."
What?
Oh, ew. I think I just spat up a tonsil stone.
Ew.
Ew.
Coughed up a hairball.
That's terrible. Oh God. I hope that's not a new thing that's gonna start happening for me.
Oh,
okay.
And Yvonne of the Yukon.
I was gonna say something. Wait, I have to tell the quote of the Barney quote. He was like, Barney asked us, like, won't you say you love me too? But what if that wasn't true?
I don't love you.
No! No, horrifying.
Doesn't
Truly
necessarily
horrifying.
imply hatred, it's just sort of,
I thought music was coming out of your fucking speaker gib when you said you don't love me. It was like sad music started playing on my computer, and I thought it was coming from Discord.
Clip that, sell it to the I don't know, evil
highest
people.
bidder. Sell it to fund the next Republican gubernatorial race.
It was just like the first
the sound
6
of
seconds.
me saying "I don't love you," and then the Republicans marching.
No, it was just the first 6 seconds of that video. It just started playing randomly on I don't know how it happened. Some tab opened.
I gotta click this. Yeah, that's appropriate.
I don't love you.
It's like, what? Well,
they should make a Barney reboot where he says, "I love you, but you don't like me. I'll go." He gets his hat.
What an
Kids are like,
incel.
"Get the fuck out of here, Barney."
That's gonna be me when I'm on Tinder after Prince has taken all the cute girls back to Deutschland or whatever. I might as well not even try. You know what? I might as well just give up before I even give it a shot. Spare myself the embarrassment. Yeah, I think that's the move.
No, you should hard pivot into doing a Barney themed Tinder.
I think Nancy Reagan said, failure, it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about
how many times people see you doing it.
It's about how many times you get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Haha. Okay.
Huh? Oh, you were doing the Rick
tub
Astley.
thumping. Tub thumping. No, it was tub thumping. Chumbawamba.
Wumba Chumba?
Right? Is that Chumbawamba?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's tub thumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get knocked down.
Damn. End of the song. I don't know. What were we talking about?
The last voicemail, and before that, nothing.
There are no more. Yes, I just refreshed. There are no more voicemails. Thank God. Hate it.
I wanna talk about a little thing though.
Okay.
I talked to my therapist about I'm not doing anything. It's hard. It's hard to not. I want to be doing stuff. And she got me on
I mean, can you be any more specific?
I It's just like I want to get back into drawing. I guess I've got commissions to do. I've got stuff to draw. I need to do them. By golly,
yeah.
And she got me on this thing where she was telling me to get a piece of paper and a pen, and to like she knows I have characters, so she told me to draw some characters. Like, I mean, sure, but like, where is this going?
Okay.
And then she asked me questions like, so what are they doing with each other? Are they just standing there? Make them interact with each other. I'm like, I guess this character does this. It went on like that for a while. I really didn't know what the point was, because it was like, it's eating into my therapy time. But by the end, it was like, the point was that forcing yourself to get work done feels the same way as somebody just asking you to do it.
And
but you have to be the one to do the asking. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, that's actually, like, good advice.
Wait.
It was smart.
Someone getting work done feels the same way as someone asking you to do it?
When you don't want to do work and it's like, I can put it off. Like, I don't want to do it yet. Not now. Having another person shove you into it is, like, very useful. And
it's like... So it's like you can be that person to yourself.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that yet, but like it was a way of thinking about it that was like pretty good. It's also why like writers' rooms are so much more productive than a writer sitting in by themselves with a typewriter just trying to think of stuff, and like you got to bounce ideas off. That's why that works.
Like it's this is why for years I found that the best way for me to be productive is to just sit in a call with other creative people and just vibe. We just vibe and we work. We just vibe and we work.
It works if you're on a good time zone thing with them. I tried to do that, but everyone I know is like only awake when I'm about to go to bed. I'm only around for a call when I'm about to go to bed.
I'm around for a call pretty much all day.
Like if someone else asked you to draw something, you would do it. You'd be like, okay, well, I guess I'll figure out.
I
guess I'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, it's not as simple as that, but it's the fact that like I hadn't drawn in such a long time, and drawing the doodles, it started with something that didn't matter at all. Draw anything, was what she said. Get a piece of paper, draw anything.
Yeah.
And then it sort of like accelerated from there into what is essentially a series of panels of two characters interacting. Or three characters of mine.
Oh, like some kind of comic or something?
So some kind of comic. And I'm like, man, it really is very easy to make these things, like to sketch this stuff out.
Yeah.
It's the only thing holding me back is my desire to not do it. And it's such a powerful desire. But like it doesn't make any sense. Like I could draw that so easily. I think that the difficulty with starting is that I want to plan it out, and throwing myself into the work allowed me to get it done, even though I didn't know what it was at first, because it was just like an exercise. But like that's something I need to get better at, is throwing myself into work without a plan, so that I can get my my momentum going, and it's like, okay, well now I'm working, now I'm warmed up. Now I can actually like think in terms of art, and maybe I can like sketch a page or something.
That's kind of like how even if you don't know what you're going to do, like just doing something like just opening the program or whatever is like, okay, you just like, I don't know what I'm going to draw, but I'm going to open the drawing program, and I'm not going to worry about what happens after that, but I'm going to take that step right now.
Yeah. How I've gotten to work recently is I just throw myself into my Patreon server, into the Hangout channel. I ping the role, for my patrons who like want to be notified when I'm hanging out, and they pop in, and then I work for like 4 hours, and I get a lot done. And I'm gonna start doing that twice a day, starting tomorrow.
What are you
4 hours in the
working on?
morning, 4 hours at night. Just drawing or animating or whatever I need to get done. I want to be productive, and I also want to invite more friends in there too, because if there's not enough patrons around, I know it's good to have access to friends who can hang if they're available.
Yeah.
Both of you could get in if you wanted. I could just pop you right in if that sounds like a time or not.
Sure. I mean, I'm in
what
so
time
many.
do
I'm
you
in so many
stream?
servers, but I'll accept an invitation. Of course.
My nighttime stream would typically start about an hour or two from now, and my morning stream would start let's see, like 6.5 hours ago.
I could catch your morning stream.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Epic.
Throw me in there.
I'll throw you right in. I'll give you the art friend role.
I found this tweet the other day. I liked it. It's like a bunch of we got this little artist here saying like each one he's facing a problem, and he has an unproductive way of thinking about it versus like a productive way of thinking about it. Like this first one is not I need to be in a better mood before I will draw, but I will be in a better mood if I draw. Right.
Yes.
Like, yeah, true.
That's true.
Yeah. That's so true. These are pretty good.
I
like
like in your server there's a role self-assign, and if you want the horny, there's lots of people who clicked yes. They want the horny role, please.
It just lets you access the first posting channels, because people were first posting everywhere, and I had to contain them.
Lol.
Lol.
That doesn't surprise me so much.
Also, those comics you linked are unironically based. I'm going to hold on to that.
Yeah, right? I thought they were great. I had to go through my Twitter likes.
I need to be in a better mood. I need to be in a better mood to draw. That's why I get like nothing done for like 8 hours after I wake up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been there plenty of times.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad you like that. I had to go back through my Twitter likes for a few days to find them, but I did.
That's great.
I hope to be making progress on one of my comics, probably Clarissa, soon-ish. I don't know when, but I want to.
That. I also hope that. I am hoping to hear back from this printer lady. I'm hoping to very soon be done with this stupid fucking book formatting job and send that off, and then as I wait for them to send me the test print, then I can get back to working on that video that I was excited about. That's my plan.
That's a good plan.
I know. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. I gotta share another tweet. You gotta share another one. It's this one. He's practicing the Among Us alphabet, and as you can see,
oh my god, I can't. The fucking volume button wouldn't appear on Twitter.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize it had a sound.
The sound adds a lot, but I couldn't access the volume.
Yeah, I mean, I
like the Q on the S. The S looks like a worm.
Some of these are better than the O is the best one.
I like the V. The V is just upside down.
Yeah. A is just the boy. U is
an upside down
great.
boy.
These are great. Look at these. This is delightful. Oh, what do we got here?
Amogus.
I just got reminded because of a song.
Jesus. That's fuck.
Literally Jesus.
Yikes.
You came back from the dead.
Wait.
Oh, it counted. Oh, it counted down?
It counted down?
Oh, I didn't even, like, register that. I just thought it was, like, a really distressing, like, lots of people kill themselves and one more just did it.
No, someone killed themselves.
I see. Excellent.
This is a good reaction image when you're sad and something cool happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be a statistic.
Shit!
Turn the clock back.
Like me, when I play that new Cuphead DLC, I haven't played it yet. I should get on that.
I haven't been playing video games. I'm an adult.
I've been playing video games. Today, I dual played Adventure Quest and RuneScape at the same time.
Now that's productivity.
That's productivity.
Two shitty games in one. Even though they're neither shitty, they just are great, and I love them.
How are you in the early 2000s twice at the same time?
Because the technology exists.
Late 2000s.
I've always respected Jagex for like just giving the player base what they wanted and making old school RuneScape a permanent thing that they will upkeep.
Yes.
Because they asked for it.
I like it when my character has a triangle for a face.
Yes. They're so stupid looking. It's so perfect.
My name is 5 Polygon Man. And I have a 5 polygon plan.
My tonsil is sore. I wonder if there's anything to do with that tonsil stone that just happened.
Yeah,
my mouth hurts, and I don't like it. Don't like not knowing what's going on with stuff, especially inside of me.
Better cut you open and find out. Or get a tiny submarine, shrink people down to go inside your body and look around.
Why didn't I think of that?
Get a tiny little magic school bus, and the kids can, like, learn about whatever the fuck's going on.
And sell my body to science while I'm still alive by swallowing a little magic school bus. Miss Frizzle can pay me a stipend for the use of my body.
That's the end of the show.
That's the end of the podcast. Patreon.com/the Procrastinators.
Get you some of them bonus episodes.
There is a new behind the scenes bonus episode.
Oh my god.
As of last week. Yes.
I'm like 40 bonus episodes behind. I gotta catch up.
I think that's number 59. I think there are 59 bonus episodes, of which only 9 of them are the behind the scenes, or something like that. Send us a voicemail. Hey, quit spamming the PCP voicemail with like nonsense, because like I'm just gonna ignore it. What do you get out of it? What do you as a man get out of posting the same YouTube link over and over in our voicemail? Who benefits from that? I don't know.
Maybe they don't even watch the show.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but still, the question still who? No. That's all. Patreon, SpeakPipe. I don't know. Follow the PCP Twitter, I guess.
Follow us.
Oh yeah, sure.
Join Big Booby Mommy Milkers or my Patreon if you want to see.
I don't even know where the link to that is.
Just link it. We'll put it in the description this one time.
Oh my god.
And then if you scroll through my posts,
there'll be new people, and they'll be like,
"Oh
weird.
shit!
Check out OblivionFall.
We don't want them seeing Gibbs' big old titties that I drew. That'd be terrible."
The one person who clicked this episode who has not already seen previous episodes and is familiar with OblivionFall, you should check out OblivionFall on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess also on Twitter. Why not?
I guess mainly Twitter's easier to like. Twitter at OblivionFall_D, where I'm gonna post Lil Gibbon images eventually, along with other stuff like the boobs and balls I've been drawing this episode. I drew some giant nuts and I shaded them and they look good, but none of you can see them.
Okay.
Let's try my Patreon.
Nice. Cool.
The nuts will blot out the sun.
That's all I got.
This fleeting world is nothing but cum.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
See you later.
Or good morning, everybody.
Good night.
Or good day, everybody.
Good night.
Or good evening, everybody.
I'm gonna go swab the inside of my mouth and see what develops.
I'm gonna go swab the inside of his mouth as well.
Okay, yeah!
I'm gonna go slob the knob. Bye.